Welcome to Roar the Lions UK. My name's Matthew Turner. He is Ashley Sohn, and this is Bucs at Lions Monday Night Football Live. We're here with our reactions to the live action. Ash, how you doing, mate?
Doing good, doing good. Obviously, kind of glad that, because this is a double header and the league have done the good thing and thought, hang on, these are two good teams. We don't want the games overlapping with the other one. It's at midnight. We get an extra hour and a half of sleep potentially. So I'm feeling good. Got my energy drinks, got my snacks, got my other drinks, pink gin and lemonade, and got the comedy counter ready to go. So let's do this because, this could be a playoff rematch later on down the line, potentially NFC Championship if things go certain ways for these teams. So it's going to be a ding dong battle, a real boxing match. And, let's just hope New York don't phone in and try and stop our trick plays again.
Yeah, we are here in a return for the Lions to Ford Field before going into a Week 8 bye. So the Lions are looking to come home and finish off this first half of the season with a win. Here come the Men in Black, comes to mind, Ash. We've got the inactives list out, so why don't we start doing stuff on that if I can find the right bloody thing, but I'm not sure I can. Where did I put it? That's useful, isn't it?
And to think I specifically went and found a pretty graphic for you so you could use that for the Bucs one.
Yeah, I've got it, but I don't know where. No, that's not it. That's very annoying. I've got it somewhere. Oh. That's fun. I don't know where I've put things. I can just turn it off on and off here, I think.
Yeah.
Inactives. Right, let's show that one. So there's the Lions inactives for the game. On offense, we've got Sione Vaki only. On defense, Quinton Jefferson on the defensive line, along with Mekhi Wingo. Cornerbacks, Terry and Arnold and Avonte Maddox. Safeties, Kirby Joseph and Jamie Robinson. Your boy, not live for the first time.
Yeah, as I said on Discord when it came out, like it kind of makes sense. I was hoping because of how good of a special teamer he is, you potentially wouldn't need to bring up Lon Strickland, and you could just choose Jamie on special teams and then bit part snaps on defense where you work him in because the team seemingly really liked him. So it seems he is here to stay potentially. I know we already elevated Strickland, as we'll get to on in a minute. So him might sticking around, but it is what it is. They've brought up Strickland. He's going to be the special teamer and the backup at strong safety. It is what it is. Everything else kind of to be expected. Like Jefferson and Wingo, well, they're the ones that are really missing out because now we've got, the McDaddy back in the middle of our defensive line, so they miss out. The others are basically to expect with the injuries, aren't they? Like Branch isn't listed there, obviously, because as we found out today, with me spending 10 minutes after our roster news came out trying to work out why the hell have I got 54 on my roster, not remembering that suspensions mean you're basically roster exempt. He's also missing, obviously, for the suspension. And it seems, the league is really cracking down on these things because in the past 10 minutes, Dre Greenlaw, who's returned from his torn ACL that he suffered last season, has played one game against the Giants, and now he's suspended for a week for supposedly threatening one of the refs at the end of their game. So, great.
And let's go on to the Tampa Bay inactives as well. On offense, Chris Godwin cannot go. Wide receiver. At running backs, Bucky Irving and Josh Williams are not a go. We knew about Bucky already. Guard Luke Haggard as well. We knew he was ruled out before we got here. And then on the defense, CJ Brewer on the defensive line. Cornerback, Kindle Vildor, we got a pick last week, is not active. He's obviously suffering because of the fact that they've had Zion McCollum come back this week. And then Sebastian Castro at safety. Someone that we really liked in the draft process, I think, Ash, both of us.
Yeah, it's Castro. It's kind of sad, but again, it's just a logjam they now have at DB, where because they've got McCullum back and they've had, I believe it's the other corner they drafted this season, Benjamin Morris. Obviously, I think he was missing last week through an injury. So then having him back means they've got a bit of a logjam at DB, which has meant Castro is inactive, along with obviously Kildor, which is sad. I was hoping Kildor would be back just so we can he could have some calm and bounce a massive pass to JMO off his face mask and level things out. Everyone else is to be expected. CJ Brewer, lockjam at defensive line. They've got their starting three. They've got Elijah Roberts, who's someone else we really liked in the draft out of SMU in that sort of big role, flex defensive tackle role that they've got him in. Elijah Simmons is also very good. And then the others are injury. Godwin's obviously got his injury. Haggard's missing out with his injury. That means they're now on their third right guard of the season. That'll be interesting to watch. And then Irving and Josh Williams, who's their kick returner, usually that kind of player. Irving's their star running back, missing for injury. So, to be fair, to be expected, if anything, the most shocking thing about their inactives is that Mike Evans and Ibuka both are a go. Evans coming off that hamstring injury he's had for the past couple of weeks, and Ibuka, who got injured last Sunday, and we're like shit in one hand because that's a really good player. Don't want to see him out, but also yes means we don't have to face him. I'll be up secondary. Somehow he's managed to pull through and he's playing. So, that's going to be fun. MVP level candidate at QB with his top two weapons healthy against our secondary. Might be a long day.
Yeah, it came out after Ibuka made the active list that he's still a game time decision, so it's still in question as to whether we will or won't see him. But they regarded him, apparently, 2 hours out as we don't know, so we're going to keep him active. So one to keep an eye on there. Let's have a look at the starters for both teams. Here comes the Lions offense with Jared Goff at quarterback. Skill position players Gibbs, St. Brown, Williams, Laporte, Tesla. And then the front five of Decker, Mahogany, Glasgow, Rutledge, and Sewell. They line up in the formation like this. And Ash, Decker coming back is huge.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I know you look at the Bucs and they don't really have a standout edge rusher at least on the edges. Like, Reddick's had a good couple of years in the league. Yeah, the RB I know you really liked in the draft, but there's no like standout. We need to stop this guy. But with how the Bucs like to pass rush, they like blitzes and that, just having a solidifying force there on the blind side for Goff will be very helpful, especially if Mahogany, Glasgow, and Rutledge are all going to be concentrated on trying to double team against Vita Vea because he's their main guy, really. So we know we're going to double team him. So having someone that you can trust on an island instead of having to also put a tight end on his shoulder or do these frees up the offensive playbook for a bit, and hopefully we'll keep Goff, steady, because one thing that's kind of happened the past couple of weeks with Manu and Skipper on his blind side is he's had to get a bit more rush with his throws. At least now he knows that blindside protection's there. He can take that extra 0.1 of a second to correctly read the blitz and, as I like to say, tick it off the bingo sheet, replace the man with the ball. That's what we need.
Here comes the line starters on defense. Down linemen of Mohammed, Williams, Reeder and Hutchinson. Linebackers Campbell, Anzalone and Barnes in base. And the DBs Yassin, Harper, Hallett and Robertson. Now, Aleem McNeil has been activated. I've hesitated to put him in the starters list, mainly because I believe he'll be on a snap count and I believe he'll be primarily playing the pass rushing snaps. I still think that Tyreek Williams is going to take the start, although I haven't applied that logic to Al-Qadim Mohammed, who I'm pretty sure won't have the start. That will probably be right, thank you very much. So I don't know why I haven't flipped those around yet, but there we go. In nickel, which obviously we play about 50% of the time compared to 50% of the time in base, you'll expect Barnes to drop out, and Arthur Mollett, who has just been signed to the main roster, to take that position. And the formation looks like this. Ash, I know that everyone's talking waxing lyrical about Aleem coming back. It's going to make a big difference, but how much is he going to play? I think it's a big question.
Yeah, so based on what Dan said this week, 25 to 30 snaps is probably what we assume. So that's going to be about, hopefully, max 50% of the snaps. Fingers crossed, unless, suddenly the Bucs turn into the Raiders and that's all the snaps, but that's by the by. Yeah, it's primarily going to be Reeder and Tyreek. The good news is that means we could rotate them. It means that Reeder, who's obviously carrying his back injury this week, that meant he had to miss a bit of practice. He suddenly doesn't have to play 70%, 80% of the snaps, and he gets a bit of a workload off because people probably heard a lot on this past week. Reeder has been one of the most double-team defensive linemen in the league. It'll ease up his workload. It also means that Tyreek can also take that step back. We can use him more effectively instead of him having to play basically every snap. He can take a few off and watch Aleem and see how he does his things. It just means we can have a bit more of a nice rotation at those interior spots because we've had it at the 4 right position, we've had it at edge, having it on the defensive line now, which is the most high impact position on the defensive line, arguably. That's why the Bucs have had all their interior offensive linemen go injured. It's going to work well and hopefully eases him in. We've got the bye then next week. He can take all the practice there. And then when it comes to, I don't want to dismiss this game as inconsequential, but compared to an individual matchup against the Minnesota Vikings, probably means a bit more. It means that Aleem will be 100% fully ready to go to take on whoever's back there, be it Carson Wentz, JJ McCarthy. So 25-30 snaps, perfect for Aleem.
And here come the starters on offense for the Bucs, led by Baker Mayfield. Skill position players of White, Evans, Ogbuka, Shepard, and Otten. And the front five, Wirfs, Bredesen, Barton, Jordan, and Heck. Ash, it's an interesting lineup. You've corrected my right guard pick there with Michael Jordan in. I think you did anyway. It's an explosive offense, but potential weaknesses on that offensive line, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. So I did go in and change it because when the news came out that how could he probably be out, load of the Bucs reporters were saying, oh, yeah, it'll be Michael Jordan who missed out last week. They'll call him up against the practice squad. He'll start. And looking at PFF, that's probably better for them if he's just a starter because Haggard was not good and Mike Jordan's actually been kind of good in his snaps. So it kind of solidifies the offensive line a bit, which has had a lot of turnover this year. So obviously Charlie Heck is a backup with Luke Decky on IR. Tristan Wirfs has been out for the first couple of weeks. So they had their center playing left tackle. They've had a load of rotation there. So having the solidifying force then like Jordan, having Wirfs back, Barton should help them. Obviously having their top two outside wide receivers active. Well, one's definitely active. Don't know about Buka, but he's listed as active. So let's say he does play. That's going to very much help Baker because our secondary is there for the taking. We should, fingers crossed, be able to bottle up Rashad White pretty well. We are good against the run. So it is a matter of containing those outside receivers and then hopefully not letting K. Dotton go off because he's been okay as a tight end so far this season, but it's not nothing, it's not like a Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, these kind of receivers that you can tight ends that you can expect to go for like 75 or 100 yards. It's probably good for about 40 yards max usually. So keep them contained. Hopefully get to Baker so it doesn't burn our secondary because if not, it's going to be another shootout. And they're very much like the Cardiac Cats of 10 years ago for us. They can keep up the shootouts and eventually win games in the final minute. Let's not give them the chance to.
And then on defense, the starters in a 3-4 look, Hall, Vea, and Gaines, down linemen. Linebackers Reddick, David, Dennis, and Diaby. And DB is McCollum, Smith, Winfield, Dean, and Jacob Parrish in nickel if they bring in a nickel lineman. I did think I put him in just because it's 3-4-3. Anyway, never mind. Doesn't matter. Never mind. That means that it looks like this. So, Ash, this defense has gotten substantially healthier just with Zion McCollum coming back and not having to start Kindle Vildor. We love Kindle. We liked him while he was here. He made some big plays for us, which will all be forgotten because of the one play that didn't. But McCollum, despite him not being a game-breaking cornerback, is a big upgrade. Yeah,
definitely. Like I know, obviously, everyone points to the infamous face mask incident. There was also the one where he slipped on the play that should have had a holding penalty on Hutch, but obviously then CeeDee Lamb did what he did and got like a 99-yard touchdown. Those two plays do live in the memory for Lions fans, and Vildor's been good. Like look at last week where he should have had a pick six, but he just couldn't keep to his feet. He's good as a backup, but having McCollum in, nice stabilizing force. Benjamin Morrison, who was very heavily like in the draft before he got his injury, he's good as well. Just means that Vildor just falls down the depth chart for them, which is nice. But they're there for the taking. So people who have read my preview, which I have upgraded, it's nice and easy to read now. they are very, very, very bad against play action. They're worse in the league in EPA per play against that, and they're worse in the league against short passes. Two things which the Lions offense really eats on. So they have a weird system, as you've probably heard from Eric on the Detroit Lions breakdown, and everyone said it. They play that zone drop system where it's almost bump and run initially, then they drop into their zones. If our wide receivers can get off that initial press, we should be able to eat. The issue will be running the ball because this is one of the best run defenses. It always has been. Hopefully, Dan sticks to his word and he's going to have Monty take more snaps, take more carries this week because we'll need him. We need to have that rotation fresh because if we start going to Gibbs, they can tee off up against us and it'll be a long day. As the toss has happened, the Bucs win and defer to us. So we get the ball up first.
Mistake. Anyway,
100%.
To be expected.
Yeah.
All right, so Lions have the ball first, which is great news for us, I think.
Yes.
Okay, kickoff is about to take place. In the air tonight hits hard as well. We'll just say this is great.
Yes, I'd love it too.
I think we might be quite synced up already, by the way, because you reacted to it going live as I did, I think.
Yes, I'm currently seeing like the drum solo and all the players coming out and that.
When you were saying that, I just had Snoop Dogg.
Interesting.
No?
Yep. No, so I'm about 5-10 seconds behind. Some reason
Right.
Snoop Dogg is there.
I will pause on the kick of the kickoff. So please tell me when the kick goes, and then hopefully.
Of course.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it for you, and it doesn't matter.
You don't want to do it, me. I'm happy to say that I don't do it on purpose, as you know.
It's every single social though you have, you're like, and Ant is like, I don't know whether there's a touchdown. I'm ignoring Ash, but right. I would say sunny Detroit, but it's night, so not true.
I like. What do you think of the new lights they've installed? I quite like the.
Oh yeah, oh, fantastic. Hey to everyone in the chat. Hope everyone's well. Hope you're hyped for the game. Give us your score predictions in the chat. And good luck, everybody. Last one of these for a couple of weeks while we go on bye. Just on upcoming shows, we'll have a recap show tomorrow for this one. So check us out for that. There won't be a Thursday show because we're on bye. But I think on Monday, we'll do a kind of half-season recap looking at the Lions and the rest of the league, the position that we're at, how things have changed, Indy Colts in particular, but lots of change around the league. The head coaches that are dead or dying. It's all going to be fun. Joshua Mercer says, I'm hyped for this one. Good game, no BS, just football and two teams that get after it. These are the games that make football. They absolutely are, as Chase McLaughlin lines up for the kickoff.
I still don't have it. I'm looking at the two head coaches.
That's all right. And he kicks off, and I've paused it. So just tell me. He only takes a 2-step run up, Ash. So you have to be on that. Like, tell me when he's just about to swing the leg, so I can click play at the same time.
So he's priming to do the kick. He's priming. Right, he's about to down.
Hopefully, we should be aligned. The kick is returned from the 4. Comes up to the 20, 25,
Ooh,
30,
nice.
Up to the 31-yard line. Nice tackle by Nelson, number 98, as the Lions come out on offense.
Anthony Nelson is honestly, I know obviously the Grant Stewart experiment was great. Sailors is going to break a kick return at some point in the season.
I think so too. He's got it in him for sure. Right, here come the Lions on offense. It is Gibbs getting the start. I formation with Laporta back there. Goff picking out Savossier Dennis and play action. Got to get it out under pressure. Oh, it's a good throw towards Amon and Brown. Maybe slightly high, incomplete. Second down and 10. Goff under immediate pressure from several directions. 2nd and 10. Brock Wright got
Oh, yeah,
ruined against number 6. No, number 5, sorry.
Son Reddick.
Second down and 10, and Goff straight drop back and throw in the flat to Jahmyr Gibbs, who tries and does beat one to the 50, 45, 40, down at the 38-yard line of Detroit. What a move from Jahmyr Gibbs in the flat. Just had to beat one and somehow stepped inside him. When the guy had outside help, he cut too far outside. Gibbs cut inside him, and that goes for about 40 yards. First down, Detroit.
Just puts Dennis on skates and uses him to block McCollum. Jeez.
That's not 40 yards, is it?
It's 30.
30. Close enough. Right, Goff under centre again. Tight end moves from left to right. 12 personnel. Goff hands it off to Gibbs, and good tackle. Down for a 1-yard gain after he broke that tackle. Second down and 9.
That's slightly better. We have seen Gibbs try to bounce those back and try and get more yards. Nice that he just ran through the arm tackle, got at least a yard or two, kept us relatively ahead of the sticks rather than, making it 2nd and 13 like we've seen a couple of times so far this season.
Yeah, or worse. 2nd and 9,
Yeah.
2 guys resetting now, Laporta and Amon-Ra to the left-hand side. 12 seconds to get this off, so plenty of time. Still 12 personnel. Takes a snap, and another handoff to Gibbs. Tries to spin it.
Ooh.
Can't get away from it, though. Gain of 2.5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 6, correction. In field goal range. It'll be a long field goal, but it is field goal range. Be about 50-yarder, maybe 52 from here.
I defer to you on that.
Goff in shotgun. Kills the play. 6 seconds to get this off. Takes a snap. Looking left. Holding. And throws towards Raymond. There's a flag in the secondary.
I think that's going to be illegal contact / holding on the corner.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Stopping Khalif come back towards the ball.
Illegal contact on the defense. Good call. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
It's nice. As much as we hate those penalties, it's nice to see one go our way.
On Jacob Parrish against Jameson Williams.
So he wasn't even the bit I was looking at. Okay.
Yeah, and it was a good call as well. Jamo did not initiate the contact. Jacob did. I have a problem with illegal contact when it's instigated by the offensive player. It happens a lot. Anyway,
Yes.
at the 30-yard line now in I formation, Goff hands it off
Ooh.
to Gibbs, and he got himself about 2.5 yards. His 2nd down and 8. Many thanks to TJ2636 for the $10 super chat. Thank you very much. Says hello all. Wave emoji. One pride.
Not to Monday morning running back it, but I believe that if Gibbs cut that right to where the insert block was, he would have got a lot more. But
yeah. 2nd down and 7. Goff in shotgun this time. Still 12 personnel by the look of it. And everyone on the right-hand side now, apart from the running back. And Goff throws over the middle.
Go on,
Amon-Ra on the crossing route.
boy.
He walks in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. The boys in black are on the board.
That is going to be it's going to be an intermediate crossing route between the linebackers and safeties, isn't it? Because they're biting forward. That's their weakness. That's why David and Dennis have got really bad coverage grades this season. They're just buying too much on the play actions.
It's a 69-yard drive to kick things off. Finished by a 27-yard passing touchdown to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He was not touched.
Yeah, the corner on him, which probably would have been Parrish, just slipped on the break.
PAT is up and good. Lions lead 7-0.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Baby.
All right, everybody. That is fantastic news. And the Lions take a 7-point lead after only 3 minutes and 1 second. How are you feeling after that first drive? Several running plays there didn't break it as big as we would like, but 2 plays really made a difference there with Jameer Gibbs passing the flat where he made more man miss and got 30 yards, and then Amon-Ra St. Brown finishing off 6-play drive, 2 plays that really counted.
And with that, Amon-Ra produces a new franchise record. He's the first player in our history to produce a touchdown reception in 4 straight Monday Night Football games.
You did it early.
Exactly. Now we could just build on that.
I thought I made this subscriber only.
Interesting. But yeah, also to go back, because I know we kind of didn't say it because you said it. Yeah, I also put Parrish in for the Bucs, I think, because they play nickel around 60% of the time and base only 30. So technically, Parrish is more of a starter. But yeah, I just put him. It's a thing. But it's also because Parrish is their best corner, in my opinion, at least what he's done so far this season. I know Dean's been pretty damn good, but Parrish is as a rookie who's been out of Kansas State has been pretty damn good. As I shot well for me, the show football. Who was it? Oh, it was Zaha. Did you hear what Zaha did for Charlotte FC?
Sorry, say again.
Did you hear what Zaha did for Charlotte FC?
No.
What Branch did, but during the game.
Nice.
The reason I know is Charlotte FC's manager is Dean Smith.
Yes, I did know that. He's a manager who still deserves to be in the Premier League, if I'm frank. I think he did enough good things with teams. He deserved another shot, but maybe he wanted an easier life. I don't know.
Yeah, he's when we sacked him, his dad, who was a massive Villa fan, obviously Stewart, was in the last stages of dementia, so he did want to step back a bit, which is then why he then took the Leicester Norwich jobs the year after. Now he's having a pretty good time with it in Charlotte. I know they've got their first playoff round game against New York this weekend. I'll try and stay up and watch that since we're not playing on Sunday. I am though. I'm playing Saturday.
How are you feeling about that first drive, Ash? Offensively, we didn't put ourselves in the best position for second down. Success rate is not going to be great, but Goff was under pressure a couple of times there, but when it really mattered, well protected as the kickoff is underway and it's recovered at the 3, is being returned out towards the 25 and the 30 getting away down to the 45, gets away from that, and there is a flag on the play. Out on the line side of the field.
Can I count as a coverage bust since it's kick coverage? It's a kick coverage bust.
Maybe. 51-yard return is coming back.
I'm still counting.
Hold it on the receiving team, number 26. Man, Kayvon Merriweather, have a day, sir. Thank God for that. And it was on a player who maybe wasn't even going to make a play. Maybe he was. All right. Sorry, I asked you a question and then we actually went to the live game anyway, so never mind. We'll get back. We're at the 15-yard line now after penalty. Here comes Baker Mayfield, and it is loud inside Ford Field. Baker. Man in motion is Cade Otton, takes the snap, hands it off to Rashad White. Good run on first down, drops the shoulder, gets 5.5 yards.
That wasn't the shoulder. That was not the shoulder.
Was that helmet?
That was helmet. Man lowered the helmet.
Oh, shit! That's a flag, but that's almost targeting.
That is he's getting a pay packet fine in the morning.
Yeah, right. Second down and 5. That's an awful play. Should not be in the game. That should be an ejection. Baker under center again, and play action this time. Under pressure from Aleem McNeil, who managed to escape away from it, and now he's going to try and run for it, and he goes down. It's a sack. Jack Campbell. I'm going to call him Sack Campbell. Third down and 7.
That is
Well, loss of
the
one. Third down and 6.
there's the impact of a lean for you straight away. I think that's against let's have a look.
It's against
That is
Ben. No, it's against centre Graham Barton.
damn, man, I love Graham Potter. Just what yeah. He nearly got the sack himself there.
Yeah, he did. So close. Right. Third and 6. So it's not exactly third and long here. Plenty of oh, Baker was asking for bloom face mask as well. Third and 6 from the 19. Baker in shotgun. Gets a man in motion, and Baker, under pressure from Hutch and having to escape, throws to the right-hand side, and well tackled in...
What?
Well done. Sterling Shepherd, is that 17? No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sterling
So he
Shepherd.
caught it about 2 yards short, and he was eschewed out by Amik Robertson. It's going to be 4th down and 3. And Tampa are going to the sideline. Great defensive series, Ash, first up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, first place, whatever it was, White is going to get a fine for blowing a helmet, but it is. Second down, Liam has the impact, so we get the easy sack. Like, it wasn't a true sack, but we'll take it. And then third down, Amik showing why people underestimate him. Like, I was listening to the Buccaneers podcast that our friends Talking Grit were on just before the game, and they were saying, oh yeah, we got these, and Jason, who was on there for Talking Grit, was quite rightly saying, well, we've got Amik who shut pretty much for 3 quarters, had Jamar Chase on toast and shut down Jamar Jefferson last year. Like, we'll be able to handle. So far, so good. They've got 33% success rate, because obviously the first down got the more than the 4 yards you need on the first downs, but it plays pretty much since. So we'll take it.
So the Lions are coming out to about the 35-yard line here on offense for their second series. If you do get the ball first up, you have to try and extend yourself beyond the score away, because obviously they're going to get the ball to start the second half and just have carte blanche to come in with a score. So, you know, if you're less than 7 up or 7 up, it can always be equalised. So being able to put the pedal down here is going to be a huge statement of intent.
Definitely. Yeah.
Josh says a lot of pressure on both QBs. Yeah, Baker really feeling that, especially from the interior, pressure coming up.
Yeah, so I think with ours, like, you see some of the plays we've done, like the Gibbs screen that went for 30, I think, kind of rightly, we are almost allowing that interior pressure because it's letting the linebackers that is vacating the middle for Amon-Ra to get his touchdown, stuff like that. So it's either we're doing screens, which are actually fast developing for once, I think. Off the top, I'm not obviously, I don't know how long it is, someone probably will time it, but Goff probably threw that screen for 30 yards. He got the ball out 1.5 seconds straight out to Gibbs, kind of easy. It's stuff like that. We're using their pressure against them because this is a team that blitzes 6th most in the league off the top of my head. If I remember rightly, I know we're up there.
Makes sense.
And not an opening drive score allowed.
Yeah, second straight week.
Second time this season.
Oh, not second straight week. No, there was a game in between, wasn't there? But anyway, hey, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, Long family.
Come on, PFF, I'm going to do it. I'll check later.
That is very, very cool.
Yeah.
Right, Lions coming out on offense. Whistle goes. 25-second clock has started. Goff instantly kills the play. J-Mo comes from left to right. All the receivers on the right-hand side. It kills it again. Amon-Ra goes back. Got to get this play off now. 4 seconds to go. Goff in shotgun takes a snap. Straight drop back. Looking for a throw. Gets it away. Feathers it to Amon-Ra St. Brown for a big completion down to the 41-yard line of Tampa Bay. What a start. What a start.
That's just going to be a outbreaking route. I think they were showing man, but then they went into cover 3. And Amon-Ra just runs the route perfectly.
Yeah, completely finds the hole in zone, doesn't he? Right in front of Tyke Smith and Jamel Dean.
Mm-hmm.
Down to the 41-yard line of Tampa Bay. Big gain of almost 30 yards there. Goff under centre this time.
Monty
in the game.
Backfield. Yeah,
Only a 1.5 yard gain there, down to the 40-yard line, second down and 9.
I'll take it. Amara checks out. Oh,
Wow,
that's
that's
Lisa
rare.
Salter saying what?
Amara checking out of the
Checking
game.
out. Yeah.
Okay, it's JMO time.
JMO and Tesla are out there then, because obviously Khalif's on the sideline.
Goff play action with no Amara out there under pressure, checks it down to the tight ends. Brock Wright. Gain of 5. Going to be 3rd down and 4. Pressure up the middle by Levante David. Forcing a quick throw, and Wright almost didn't get it. Monty stays in the game on 3rd and 4. And going to be in field goal range again here. So again, a long kick from here, 52. So can you get some more yards to make it easier, or can you convert? Goff in shotgun. Takes a snap. 2-step drop. Quick look at Wright. Might get sacked. Fumbles! And recovered by Tampa Bay. Yaya Diaby with the strip sack on Goff. He held it too long. The clock needed an extra half second, saying throw it. Diaby. And it definitely is a fumble.
Yeah, fuck's sake.
Karate chopped, not quite karate chopped, but chopped Goff's arm, and that ball is out. It's a massive game-changing play. Takes at least 3 points off the board for Detroit.
Yeah. I know Jeremy doesn't believe in momentum. That's a momentum changer.
Goff in the pocket for about 4 seconds there. You know, effort sack on Diaby's part, but you gotta get rid of that ball quicker.
Exactly.
Frankly, step up in the pocket and go. Like, if you have to. Goff has shown he's capable for sure. Duncan Stewart says forward motion ? The ball does move forward, but it doesn't move forward in control. He's definitely lost control of the ball as it's going forward. There's no doubt. So that's a fumble. That's going to stand as a fumble.
Yeah, I think because the ball was just like, it's not like the one against the Bengals where the ball goes forward with that as well. Even though Goff's arm's going backwards, the ball actually goes backwards as it's coming out the hand. So, yeah, it's a fumble, unfortunately, as much as we don't want it to be. Wish New York could ride to a win and, actually change the play in our favour for once, but...
JS6 said, don't think you have the space to step up, and potentially you're correct there, but at some point, throw it away, then throw it over the head of an intended receiver, but your internal clock has to say, get rid of that. Yeah,
definitely. I'm just checking it now, because I know with the Bucs, I know they're not good against them. The center. I want to check what they're like against shotgun if I can, because there we go. Bucs.
I will say, considering where you were on the field, not the worst place to give up a fumble. Yeah. The Bucs going to take over around their 40-yard line, which...
Oh, yeah. So the interesting, we're in a lot of shotgun because the Bucs, again, I know it's maybe a who'd have been against, but they're currently the 29th ranked defense against under center, while we're the number 7th offense under center. So maybe we should do a bit more of that, please.
Right, defense needs to hold up once again.
Yeah.
Taylor Decker, that was, beaten off the left edge by Yaya Diaby. And, I mean, Decker's been injured for all season, but only coming back off not being able to go. That speaks volumes, I think. So,
yeah. I feel a bit stupid, though, saying, oh, yeah, it's going to be fine. Goff's got a protection on the blind side. He should be more happy, and then that happens.
Yeah. Baker under center changes the play to shotgun and takes a snap now and looks for a quick throw, and there's a false start on the play.
That, I believe, is Mr. Cade Otten that false started.
It is Cade Otten. I think Goff had space to go there.
Yeah. Even if it's just to get outside the pocket and throw it away. But
Right, 1st and 15 here from the 35 now. Baker, 3-step drop, looking deep for the throw to the left-hand side towards Mike Evans against Rock Ya-Sin, incomplete. 2nd and 15. Tampa offense not quite firing yet, but they've only had 4 plays in this opening 7.5. But behind the chains here, 2nd and 15.
Oh yeah,
five including the punt, I guess.
I was counting the 4 start because I've been in yet. Whoa,
Baker with a shotgun snap and throwing there. Tipped but complete to K-Dot. Got that for 8 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Got really lucky there.
Watch Aleem on Graham Barton here. Look, double team, and he's just walking Graham Barton backwards. And
oh, it was tipped by Derek Barnes and straight into K-Dot's hands. 3rd and 7. Good reaction by K-Dot onto that ball. He was moving in the correct direction, but there we go. 3rd and 7. 12 seconds to get this play off. Shepard very animated on the sideline. Empty set here. Lines showing press. And,
yes!
Great tackle. You have somehow gone ahead of me. That's frustrating. Jack Campbell on the screen pass came upfield and a 2-yard loss. 4th down and 9 coming up.
What's your game clock at?
28.
Might be like half a second ahead then. I was just going yes because I could see Jack triggering on the sort of bubble screen.
We did so well then, only rushing 3, but then knowing that a screen was likely coming. We played that perfectly. 4th down and 9 after a fumble allowed, so really good stuff from the Lions. Here comes the punt. Riley Dixon back there, and pressure on him, but he manages to get it away fine. Raymond's asked for the fair catch at the 13-yard line and gets it.
That was just like great play. As I say, the sort of recognition from Campbell to see White lined up in that sort of trips formation on the inside and thinking they're going to throw to him here and just instantly triggering on White and getting the tackle for loss. That's a lot better than what we saw from him last week, let's put it that way.
This Lions defense beat up in the secondary, forcing 2 consecutive 3-and-outs. This is best case scenario for Detroit in terms of defense.
Yeah, against one of the best offenses in the league as well.
Big Area says Lions should have good insight on the Bucs with their former D-line coach on our sideline. It's a fair point.
That is very true. That's very true. It would be very useful for obviously running the scout team, so the offensive line will know what their stuff will look like. I'm just going to check again something. So currently, again, take all these stats with a pinch of salt and everything. The Bucs offense is 5th in EPA per drop back, 7th overall in EPA per play, and 7th in explosive play rate. We forced 2 straight 3-and-outs on them.
PK Jr. says Campbell looking good, and Paul Air Walker saying the difference Aleem has made in 6 players has already been amazing. He has been a breath of fresh air. Not that Tyleek hasn't been incredible for a first-round rookie, because I think he has been I think he's been up to the standard, but Aleem is a premier interior pass rusher and paid like one for a reason.
Yeah, and the best thing about it, I think, is at least the plays on notice with Aleem, it's him lined up at the 1 tech over the center. So he's taking those obvious passing rep situations from DJ Reader. It's meaning that Reader is healthy to then take on the double teams in the run game.
Yeah, it's
which
going to
then
make
will
a massive
open
difference.
things up. Yeah.
Oh man, this is pretty exciting at the start. Yeah. Oh my god. Jamaica Bay Rat says Shep's a dog.
He is 100%. And I really think that PFF is running AWS because they're not doing the live stats right now, which makes me sad.
The NFL is powered by AWS. I don't know how anything's working.
Yeah, true.
First and 10 for Detroit at their own 14-yard line. They've lost about 50 yards on the fumble, but they're back on the ball. Goff under center, all the receivers to the right. It's Gibbs back there this time and takes a snap and hands it off. There is people in the backfield there, but still falling forward to get himself 2.5 yards. Second down and 8.
I think we need to start doing some outside runs. Like, not that these aren't good runs, but you can see on, especially in that one there, how the Bucs defense is all sort of closing in on the inside stuff. So maybe, I don't know, counter, toss plays, stuff like that, but basically draws them in and then you go around the outside.
Second and 7 then from the 17. Takes a snap in shotgun, looks for a quick throw to the left and takes it. Amon-Ra Brown with a lovely move to beat one and gets about 15, maybe 20 yards and a first down. Detroit.
I think that's, yeah. I want to see that route again.
What a pass. What a pass to put it in the right position for Amon-Ra. 16-yarder.
That's a good little like sort of step there. Hesitates, draws him inside. Yes.
First down and 10 for Detroit. 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. 7-0 ball game. Battle of the top two in the NFC. Goff hands this off to to Gibbs on an outside run. And that's about a gain of 4. Second down and 6. There we go. Ash gave you exactly what you wanted as soon as he asked for it. What more can you ask for?
Yeah, and we go in tempo. We go in tempo as well.
Love it. Second and 6. Goff under center this time. Changes a play at the line. At the 37-yard line of Detroit. Goff takes a snap and hands it off again to Gibbs. Plenty of room up the middle. Beats one, gets the first down, gains himself about 10 yards.
Yeah.
First and 10. Really, really good stuff up the middle there. And we're going tempo again. Goff under center very quickly. Takes a snap and he's going to play action at this time. Plenty of room here for Goff. And he's going to run it himself. Gets himself 5. Second and 5.
I would like an apology from everyone that was in the YouTube comments of Jeremy's Madden stream today, because I did say over under Goff rushing attempt 0.5, not including kneel downs, and everyone said the under.
Goff always finds a way to get one rush in there.
Exactly.
Second and 4 after a 6-yard rush. Just under 3.5 to go. And Goff with the check down to Gibbs. Plenty of room up to the 25 and a good tackle there down at the 23-yard line. Gibbs with a big play there and a first down. 24.
I don't want to say that was a screen because it looked like a proper check down, but that almost looked like a screen again with how fast Goff's getting it out. Like, here's the replay. Look,
I think it is a screen. It is a screen.
It's a screen. But again, as I mentioned earlier, you see how fast Goff's getting the ball out of his hands. That's what we want.
Yeah. Here come the Lions again. 2:40 to go. Goff with a toss to Gibbs. Oh! He took a massive loss of 5 yards there. He was going on an outside rush. It got blown up, but he started going backwards trying to make a play. Just take the loss like a man.
Yeah.
I really hate the toss plays where you toss it vertically behind you. I have no problem with horizontal toss plays, but when you toss it back like that, I think you lose a lot.
Yeah, that's almost like one of your bingo card things, is those. Yeah. I know you hate those.
Second and 13 at the 26-yard line. Goff in shotgun, going to throw. Pressure up the middle. Checks it down to Brock Wright. Gain of 4. Third down and 9. Terry X Perry asking, is Laporta playing? Yes, indeed, he is.
He is. It's a lot of two tight end sets.
Yep.
We almost want to get...
Goff already over 130 yards.
So will it show it here, or we'll have to well, they're not showing it, but basically, I think we're using Laporte almost like a big slot, lining
Yeah.
him up against Jake Parrish.
Here comes the play, 3rd and 9. Goff under pressure again, throwing over the middle. And Khalif Raymond with a gain of 7. It's 4th down and 2. I think the Lions are going to go for this.
Well, there you go. Just stole the words out of my mouth. Get out my brain.
Teppo Kortelainen says 4th and go. Here we go. Lions did not convert a 4th down last week. All right. At the 15, Goff. JMO in motion, and he's got room, but a timing route down to Isaac Haslar, incomplete, no flags. I really don't like that play call. It's too quick.
Yeah, that, and I want to see the replay because let's have a look. I just want to see something. Let's just see. That's past the 5 yards. He's got his arm. I know
that's a clear little hold.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
But he's done it. He's done it just enough to get away with it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, yeah.
I think that JMO in motion there got enough room that I would have considered that being my hot read as soon as you see him kind of get a little bit of a jump there. Anyway, Tampa take over. 43 seconds to go in this first quarter. At the 15-yard line in pistol.
Talking about as soon as he's had JMO open crossing twice, I think they'll say that's him on the sideline.
Baker hands it off to White up the middle. Great play by the Lions, 1 yard gain, and that could be the end of the quarter. Do you not have to run another play here?
Yeah, I think I'll probably run it down. Come on, BFF Bucs.
I think the Lions are going to be disappointed to only be up by 7 points, given how much they have dominated this game so far.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, that is the end of the first quarter. So let's bring up the stats at the end of one. Lions lead 7-0. Jared Goff, 8 of 10 for 137 and a touchdown. He does have a fumble and a turnover on downs. Jameer Gibbs, 7 for 21 on the ground. And Russell Brown, 3 of 4 for 67 and a touchdown. The Bucs have only run 6 plays on offense. Baker Mayfield is 3 of 4 for 9 yards. Rashad White is 2 carries for 7 yards. And Mike Evans and Emeka Egbuka do not yet have a catch. Ash, it's been all Detroit. But last week we talked about the fact that the game was relatively equal and all of the big players went against the Lions. Well, unfortunately, we have a fumble and a turnover on downs for the Lions. This is similar recipe. Even if the Lions are 7-0 up here, the defense has to continue performing here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as bad as last week. Like, there has been a couple of big plays. Obviously, the Gibbs screen for 30. Some of Amon-Ra's catches have been quite nice. It's just little things like the fumble. Got obviously Monday morning quarterback in it should have got out of the pocket and threw it away. That 4th down play, JMO looked relatively open. Maybe he could have hit him earlier, but again, there's a tiny hole. It's little execution things like that. But right now, the defense is doing pretty well. Like, we have about 150 yards on offense. They have 15, which I know obviously there's a bit of a play discrepancy there, but it seems for now, touch wood and all that, it continues. The game plan of kind of these long, drawn-out drives as best as we can do, keep the ball out of Baker's hand, keep the explosives out of it, just grind out the clock. It's working. Like right now, we've won the first quarter. Now to win the other 3. Just keep doing that. Keep putting on the go back to 0-0 now. We need to, in this second quarter, put more points on the board than the Bucs do. Even if it's 9, we get somehow 3 field goals and they get a touchdown. Just keep that little margin in front of us because this Bucs team knows more than anyone how to win a close game when it comes down to the final minutes. Let's not give them the chance to.
PK Jr. says Baker is going to find his rhythm. I completely agree, and it only takes one series. I do not think necessarily. I think our defense is going to be frisky because of a lean, but I think the problem is once the offense against you gets in rhythm, it's going to be very hard to live with them, and you've got to make hay right now. 10 minutes, 21 seconds of possession for the Lions in the first 15 minutes. Here we come. Baker Mayfield under centre at the 16. Takes a snap, play action, no pressure, lots of time to throw towards Mike Evans. Flag on the play. Yasin getting a flag for DPI, but Evans, it looks like he had it. I think there's another flag on the play. I think these are going to be offsetting. What a catch by Mike Evans, but I think this is coming back.
Don't think that's a catch.
I think it is. Bum falls down in bounds.
Yeah. It's because from the back, I don't know if you had full control of the ball. But obviously seeing that angle now, because, fortunately.
Oh, both by defense. Flipping heck.
Oh, Christ.
DPI is accepted, which will take the yards away from Mike Evans. But I guess they're thinking maybe a challenge might come in. If it wasn't a catch, just accept the penalty. It is DPI.
Yeah.
Yasin is being too physical on that play. I think Evans is giving a little bit as well, but
it's one thing that comes down to it. The reason it's DPI, head wasn't turned around. If his head's turned around, maybe he can get away with it, but because he's just staring at Evans.
Yeah, up to the 40-yard line.
Because that was always the thing with TA last year. He just didn't have his head around.
And hands it off to Rashad White, who cuts it inside, and he's going to get tackled for a gain of only 2, second down and 8. Really impressive play by the Lions' interior defensive line. Yeah. And linebackers filling those gaps too.
It's just two defenses that are meat grinders for the run.
Joshua Messer says, looks about the same as the no call on Tesla. I mean, that was a tiny little hold with no physicality otherwise. That was an ongoing play with physicality from both players.
Yeah.
Second down and 8 from the 42-yard line of Tampa Bay in shotgun. Baker takes a snap, only rushing 3 with a spy, checks it down to White, and really good play by the Lions to hurry to the ball there. Amik Robertson in on the tackle, gain of 5, third and 3.
I like the sort of stuff we're doing. So with that, I think it was Anzalone was trying to put Mike, was showing a blitz. He drops back, and then we stunt the into the our left edge over the inside defensive tackle to get him against Barton.
I think you're in 4 down territory here, to be honest, if you're Tampa Bay. Third down and 3.
Aleem is in. You can see him lined up over center again.
It's at the 47-yard line of Tampa Bay. Baker in shotgun. And he's going... Oh, it's a lovely batted pass by Aleem Neal. I expect Tampa to go here. Oh, actually, no, their head coach is very conservative, is he not?
Yeah.
I think he is a very conservative head coach when it comes to these sorts of calls.
Fortunately, that was not one of the things I looked at.
Another spy for the Lions there.
They go.
Oh, wow, there was a coverage bust there, big time. Sterling Shepard went on a big coverage bust, and that was going to be a touchdown if that was thrown that way. Here comes the punt. And fair catch called for and received at the 14-yard line. The Lions are going to start there.
Yeah. So far this season, the Bucs have only gone for it on 4th down 5 times.
PK Jr. says, Bowles is old school to a fault. I agree. He
Yeah,
He's infuriatingly conservative, especially given how explosive the offense he has is. I think you should trust some
exactly.
more, but there we go.
For context, the Lions have gone for it more than double that. We've gone for 11, going into today 11 times, which actually that'll be interesting. Do they track it?
J. Essexin says, I understand that passing difference is not a perfect science, but on a comeback ball when the receiver pushing into you there should be some leniency. I do think the deck is stacked against defensive players. That said, I don't know. I really wouldn't hate it, considering the ball was caught anyway. I wouldn't hate it if you have a look at that player and just say, you know what, let the players play. That one isn't egregious enough where I would like to throw a flag on that play, but the thing is, by letter of the law, it's a flag.
Exactly. Looking at it now, yeah, the Lions go for it, tied 8th most per game, 1.83. The Bucs are tied for 28th with 0.83. Interesting.
Ash, amazing how many American adverts we're seeing when we're on the national slate rather than the local slate. It's all blooming DAZN ads normally, and I am so happy I'm not seeing that blooming Scottish Texan anymore. Oh my god!
Exactly, and you know I love the American ads. It's one of the reasons that I do love illegally streaming some stuff, because then I get them and I'm like, yes,
the full experience.
Exactly. So obviously, some of the American experience has gone from Britain today with the news that Pizza Hut restaurants are going into administration, so they're closing a load of their stores around the country. You can still get the takeaway, but the store with the beautiful thing known as the ice cream factory is being torn away from me.
I can only apologise for the number of slices I ate at lunchtime buffets.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the lunchtime buffet is so good.
All you can eat is dead.
See, this just means I've got more money to go give to the new food hall that's opening in Birmingham that has Detroit pizza.
Whew. Right, 14-yard line is where the Lions start for the second straight possession. Goff under centre. Takes a snap, play action pass. Under pressure, but going to check it down. And Montgomery, with plenty of room, gets up to the 29-yard line. Still going. He's been whistled down. I don't think he...
20... No, yeah, I think the ball touched down about the 29-yard line. So,
David Montgomery proving he can do it in the pass game. I tell you what, Goff was under big pressure off that left-hand side. Oh, God, my video is really struggling here.
Oh, yeah. I was about to, of course, I forget to say one of my favourite stats. David Montgomery has the best receiving success rate of any running back over the past 3 seasons.
First down and 10 again, then. From the 34-yard line. No, from the 29-yard line, sorry. Goff hands it off. Oh, my God, there were 3 Buccaneers players in there to make the tackle. Vita Vea was first there. Loss on the play of 2. Second down and 12. Many thanks to TJ2636 for the $5 super chat. Says apparently Bugs Bunny is doing the Super Bowl halftime performance this season. Yeah, I heard that too. What's up, Doc? I would like to see Bugs Bunny do the halftime show. I think that would be lit. Here comes the Lions in a second and 12 at the 26-yard line. That's a false start by Tate Rat. No, by Penny Sewell. Penny, what you doing, lad? Mamma mia, Penny. PK Jr. says, Demo's doing the halftime show? That would also be cool. I'm here for it. Khalif Raymond sighting. Second down and 17. Goff takes a snap. 2-step drop in shotgun throw on a slant to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Gets up to the 35-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 after a gain of 13.
They're just going to keep force feeding Amon-Ra the ball, aren't they?
Amon-Ra, just a little shake and bake against Jacob Parrish. He's got him on toast. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 5 even. Goff with Amara in motion. They are bringing blitz here. No, they back out of it. They do bring 5, but under pressure
Oh
and
my
Goff
God.
goes down. That is
What a place. Dennis. Devontae
Savossier
Dennis.
Dennis. That's a loss of about 10, maybe more.
I think that was about, 10, 12 yards. That's what he was known for in college.
I do think, and I agree there with Jace S6 in, there's a late hit on Goff here. Dennis hits him low, and then he's hit after the play's done by number 23. That could easily have been unnecessary roughness here. A loss of 12 on the play, 4th and 17 punt unit out from the 22 up to Jack Fox to do something big here. Didn't look like the best punt in the world. Oh, I'm wrong. Collects at the 25-yard line, trying to break it outside. Big hit in there by number 49, Hogan Hatton with a tackle.
Yes.
Here come the Bucs, and after an explosive first couple of drives, Ash, the Lions have struggled a little bit here, but the defense really showing up tonight.
Yeah, just getting behind the 8 ball a bit. So that, especially that run where we run it and it's a bit further back, and suddenly there's 3 Bucs defenders there. That's not good. And then put on that 3rd down play. It's just a really good play by the Bucs. Just lining up Dennis over between Glasgow and Mahogany, and he just gets free, pretty much unblocked because he's that quick off the snap. Not a lot we could do there, to be honest. So we still got the 7-point lead, though. That's all we need. As long as we can keep that gap for them, we should be okay. Obviously, okay, Michael Owen kind of statement, but I said it and I instantly knew. I was like, well, no shit, Sherlock.
What we need to do is we need to score points and then stop them scoring points.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's a really bad Michael Owen impression, but...
Yeah. I wonder if he was happy or sad yesterday.
I think he was happy. He feels betrayed by us, which is funny considering how things happened.
Yeah.
How often do you have a European player of the year just decide he's going to leave you on a free and then feel like he was the one that was wronged? Proper victim mentality on that arsehole.
Yeah. I mean, we nearly had a 2-time best goalkeeper in the world nearly do that to us in the season. Not on a free, obviously, but tried to force a move. But hey.
Jim Marshall. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I thought you were done there. Thank you, Pam.
I said, but hey, at least we beat Spurs.
Jim Marshall 1936 saying, hit the like button with a thumbs up. Many thanks, Jim. Appreciate. Josh Rimmer says, rough to be dominating them Knights and only be up 7. Just feels like a matter of time before they start putting points up 2. If they do it, we got to respond in kind. Irish and Kana said, did you say Michael Irving the best? Michael Irving quote is his quote on losing recipes. Do you know that one? I don't. Michael Owen, he's a former Liverpool and England striker, most famous for being a Ballon d'Or winner, for playing for multiple big clubs, including Manchester United, Real Madrid, Liverpool, and Newcastle. That goal against Argentina in the World Cup as an 18-year-old, but mostly for being an absolute twat. Anyway,
yes.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Play action pass for Baker Mayfield, looking deep, gonna throw.
Oh, that's if my boy was out there, he would have picked that. That is such a Kirby ball. He would have gobbled that shit up.
I tell you what, the safety gets lucky there that's not called unnecessary roughness here. Let's have a look at this. Baker with a deep pass, and he overcorks it. But the DB, maybe it doesn't look so bad, but Eric Halleck contacts the player after the ball's gone.
I think that's allowed because he's trying to make a play on the ball.
Probably. 2nd down and 10. Baker not quite feeling it just yet, but give him time. 2nd and 10, shotgun. Pressure coming late. He replaces man with ball to Emeka Ibuka for a gain of 4. 3rd down and 6. Pressure came off that side with the extra man.
PFF is up and running, so I can do my live grades in a bit. Oh, that just looks rough.
Yeah, it does.
Also, don't listen. Mick Robertson, Vontae Maddox is out. He wasn't on Nickelback.
Yeah. Who cares? 3rd and 6. From the 40-yard line of Tampa Bay, Ibuka in motion. There's a little pick play in there and check down. And
I don't think he got that.
I don't think he got that, but it is being given. Otten is getting it. And they are moving the chains. I wonder if a little challenge is coming in here, because it looked like that knee was down a bit earlier than there. Let's have a look. Oh no, I think that might be okay actually. If not, it's 4th down and an inch. 4 guys on Hutchinson, and you still couldn't get to the quarterback in time. Oh, yeah. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Shotgun snap for Baker. 3-step drop going for a deep pass and nowhere near Tez Johnson. Deep pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Tez Johnson just stopped. Big miscommunication out there. And Mike Evans talking to the sideline judge, complaining, as he does. Evans has a real problem, and I say this with respect because I love the man. He's an incredible receiver, but he does not shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. Shotgun again for Baker. Takes a handoff, and he does give it on a run play, and lovely by by Anzalone.
Aiden.
And Aiden.
It's Aiden. Well. He reads the one block perfectly, just sidesteps it and tackles Sean Tucker.
It was more Anzalone crashed down from the linebacker side, and I think got the initial contact on the man. I think so. 3rd and 6.
It might be. I just saw because I saw the guy coming across, and Hutch literally just steps to the side. So it might have been a combination, but come on, Aiden.
3rd and 6. From midfield, Baker trying to change the play.
Leave their slot receiver uncovered currently. That's a good idea.
Baker asking for it and getting it in empty. He's going to have to get rid of it quickly to the right-hand side, and that is incomplete.
By Rock.
Rock Yastin at the contact point hit Mike Evans. He could not get the 2nd foot down. It's 4th and 6. Let's have a look. 1 foot, and that 2nd one does not get there.
He also gets his foot trod on. Damn. Stronger than me, Rock. That's what's
great play. Rock Yasun. 4th and 6. Punt unit out there at midfield. As head coach is a scaredy cat.
Yeah. Updated. Yeah, let's get.
Fair catch at the 13 this time, and the Lions. Oh, is there a flag? No, no flag.
Let's have a look. Let's get a offense that's currently got 2 players graded above 90 by PFF onto the field. The obvious one being Amon Ra with 92.3. But Christian Mahogany currently has a 90.1 PFF grade, including an 83.8 pass blocking grade.
Free climb 5487 says, do they ever review a close spot that might go in Detroit's favour? Answer, no, they could. And they've got the automatic spot technology that they kind of want to show off. So I'm surprised they didn't even show that. Irish Incarnate said, I figure we could challenge the spot if we think it's clearly short, but fair point.
Yeah, so I think with the automatic thing, because I saw it yesterday when I was watching one of the games, they have to sort of go and say, we are like, there's a official timeout for the automatic spot review. But it also might be a case, like in the Premier League today, that because it runs on AWS and that's having issues, they can't use it.
Maybe true.
Oh, well, the injured DBs are fired up. We've got Ennis Rakestraw tweeting, Brother of Rock, fist emoji, exclamation mark. Kirby's tweeted, hell yeah, Rock, with like puffy faces, the fist emoji. And then DJ Reed, turn me up, Rock, exclamation mark. Hell yeah. I feel vindicated that I liked him in the offseason.
All right, everybody. 7-0 line. 7.5 minutes to go. Who wants this to be the last drive of the half? I would be comfortable with that. Attila the Hun says I would be happy with the 14-point lead at the half. Let's do it. Ash, if you do drive down the field here in 7.5 minutes and score a touchdown with seconds remaining and kick off to end the half or something like that, I think this is pretty close to a perfect half. I know the offense hasn't been firing since the first drive, but considering we were worrying about our defense coming into this game, blanking them in the first half would be exceptional.
Exactly. And yeah, we've done what we needed to do. Some of the offensive drives haven't been perfect, but this is a damn good defense. Like, that's not to be sort of looked over. I know the offense has been the focus right now with Baker being a potential MVP candidate, etc. His defense is pretty damn good as well.
Jamel Dean is out on the sideline at the moment. Starting at 13 this time. Oh, and there's a jump there by the Bucs, I think. But are they going to call it on a false start here?
They're going to call it on a false start. Of course they are.
So Taylor Decker reacts to a man coming forward, but he didn't go into the neutral zone, so it's a false start. Yikes. Dean is back out on the field now. All right, here comes Goff then from the 8 now. Takes a snap and hands it off to Gibbs, who cuts inside one. What a spin! And not going to be able to beat the safety there, but a good play for about 4 yards. 2nd down and 11, and there's a flag. Here we go. It's against Detroit, probably a hold. Ugh. Brutal. That's a face mask!
Yeah.
Khalif Raymond with a block in the back, but they are having a go, the Lions crowd, at the non-call of a face mask penalty there. Now, I would say it was probably illegal contact. Not illegal contact. Contact to the face rather than face mask, because I'm not sure he hooks the finger inside and moves the head, but, it's a stupid penalty anyway.
That's a weaker block in the back than, the one that everyone looks at last week.
1st down and 19 now. The Lions crowd is so loud.
Oh, poor Antoine Winfield Jr. He's got a bit of a cut on his head, the poor boy. Oh.
1st and 17, sorry.
Oh, here's the thing. I think the Bucs know we're going to do the standard, run, and they're going to key off on it. Supposedly, the scoreboards are showing the face mask and everyone is pissed.
Yeah, I don't think it's a foul, actually. The referee talking about it. It doesn't affect the play. It doesn't hook the hand inside. Right, got to get this play off. Get Jared, 1st and 17, and handoff. Run up the middle by Gibbs. Beats one, but only gets 3 yards.
Levante David is down hurt for the Bucs. Just saw him there. Makes a tackle, and then he's just not getting up.
There is Levante David now being shown on the TV screen. JS16 says no foul. I agree. I know that people are going to be angry about that, but open palm, no pressure into the face, just kind of contacts the face mask. There's no impact on the play there, so I'm fine with the non-call. Mm-hmm. There's enough plays that go uncalled, which should be called, that I'm not going to complain about the ones that don't really matter.
Yeah, true. While we wait, see what's updated. According to PFF, Tyleek's only had 1 snap. Interesting. Lopez has had 4. Reeder's had 5. Tyler Lacey's had 5. And Aleem has had 15
15 what? Sorry?
snaps.
Snaps. I thought you said pressures then for a minute.
Oh no, he is currently. I wish he is currently joint top for pressures on
Four?
defense with Aiden for pressures with 2.
2. Oh, I thought it was more than that.
So he's got 2. Aiden's got 2. Jack's got 1, which is the sack. So does it count? And then Al-Qadim's got 1.
A pressure is also a sack. That counts.
No, as in the sack that Campbell had. It's one of those weird ones where he touches the running out by contact.
Oh, so I see. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. As much as I'd love to stat pad for Campbell.
Mm. Wizard of War says shooting ourselves in the foot with penalties on offense. Yes, we are. There's no doubt about that. We are putting ourselves behind the sticks. 2nd and 14 is going to be a struggle. But we are so good in that intermediate area, and that's where Tampa Bay also do not defend particularly well. So I've got no real qualms on 2nd down and long, really.
Mm-hmm. I agree with the take on Tampa Bay being bad intermediate. I know, obviously, my preview said it was a short game, but they're also not good. I should quite rightly say in intermediate where they give up.
I love that. Lavonte David, 2013 first team All-Pro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Tampa Bay defense gives up about 0.39 EPA per play in intermediate, which is 15th in the 15th highest defense in the league. But the Lions get 1.06 EPA.
Checks it down to Raymond, beats one man, gets about half the yardage back. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Sorry to interrupt.
It's fine. Basically, what I was saying is, yes, agree with the intermediate because, we average more than a point per play in that APA in that range. So, yeah, 4th intermediate.
It's because that's where Amon-Ra lives.
Yeah, and the Porter. Don't forget the Porter.
Who has not had a catch yet, I don't think. No, he's got 1, sorry. Goff went quickly there. There's late pressure going, checks it down over the middle, does not get the catch. 4th and 6th, but there's a flag. There's a flag, and this could be roughing.
I think it'd be in the secondary.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Legal contact on the defense. That moves the chains. Lions get away with it. Jamel Dean. Let's have a look. Against Amon-Ra by the look of it.
Yeah, it's past that 5-yard buffer.
That is contact for me initiated by Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think that's a bad call. I do not like that call. I'm going to say that right now. Amon-Ra basically drops his shoulder and charges into Dean. What can the defender do there? I'm not going to hate the fact that the foul was...
Run it! Go!
Gibbs in a foot race with Antoine Winfield Jr. is going to go all the way. Touchdown, Detroit!
Ball play.
You called that before it happened, before the handoff happened, my guy.
It's because it's the same defensive setup. The one where Gibbs ran it earlier and there was the 3 guys. Same formation.
78 yards. For Detroit. What a play. What a fucking play. Jimmy Gibbs is that home run hitter.
Hopefully show a replay so I can show what I mean. Come on. Show a fucking replay. I want to show that I'm a genius.
4 plays, 87 yards. I tell you what, Lions have been an offensive chunk plays here.
Yeah. Oh, they're not going to show a replay, are they? Great.
Oh, well, they just said on the coverage you're going to love it when you see it. PAT is good.
Yes.
As they quickly just take a little mini break.
Mm-hmm. If not, obviously we've got the review show later today. Technically for us, I can explain what I mean, but because it'll be tweeted out, won't it? But long story short, I saw that they lined up with the same sort of alignment of the edges and that, and I was just like, it's the same one that we got the thing to just run it through the middle. Please show it.
Right, here comes the replay, I think. Oh no, the replay is going to come after the kickoff.
Of course. Here we go.
Here we go.
Right. So you see how the edges are lined up like that, and it's almost like it's a 4-3.
Yeah.
So it's a draw play, but the last one was inside zone. We didn't block it right. This one, the draw play.
Ratledge was calling the touchdown just as Gibbs broke the line. Have a look at this with the right guard. And he goes...
Yeah. I love it. That is the right play. As I say, the right play call. And for that, and I'm going to now look. Oh, Jesus Christ, I've got something to have.
Oh, what a celebration that is. Amon-Ra jumping over Gibbs.
So, oh, it doesn't tell me. Great.
Here comes the kickoff. Caught at the goal line. Ooh, they're calling that touchback. I don't know. I think that's caught at the goal line. I would love to see that challenged. I'm sure we won't, because you almost never see it in that situation. But if you catch it at the half-yard line and bring it into your own end zone and put your knee down, is that not a safety?
Yeah, should be. Gibbs joins Billy Sims as the only players in franchise history to produce 70-plus scrimmage yards and a touchdown in 6 straight home games.
Baker hands it off to White, one-on-one, lovely stiff arm, but only gets 5 yards. He's set someone down, but it is 2nd and 5. Eric Hallett, I think it was.
Yeah. Jamie wouldn't have been stiff armed like that. He put the most one of the highest reps in the bench press for any safety in his draft class. And that's a fun fact. Gibbs' touchdown run is the longest rushing touchdown by a Lions player since 2011.
Javid Best.
Yep.
I would say 40-yard line here, 2nd down and 5. And Baker play action, pressure up the middle, gonna throw deep towards Evans. Catch, what a catch. Oh, incomplete. Oh, Evans is in big trouble. Evans is in big trouble. Oh my God.
Oh,
I hope he's okay. He looks out. I think he's out.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was not. Yeah. I'm not making any jokes. That's how you know it's bad, when I'm not making jokes. Yeah, it's cool way.
He's conscious. He's moving, but that was rough. I think that's a really good play by the DB, because that's about as sticky a coverage as you can get.
Yeah. Yeah. While we wait, Gibbs has.
That's a concussion.
Gibbs, he's done for the day at least. Gibbs hit 22.23 miles per hour on his touchdown run.
Rock Ya-Sin did get there a half step early. And he only drops the ball, Evans, because he's out. Because he's just unconscious.
Yeah. Jesus.
He is slumped like he's barely functioning. Holy shit. I don't even think his head really hits the ground. I think it's like a jarring of when he goes down. Like it's just a heavy contact.
Kind of thing, yeah.
He's struggling to even get up.
Jesus. That's not even funny. Shit. Yeah, he's
barely awake. Nice little clap from the Lions fans for Evans as he's struggling to walk off the field. Oh my God. I don't think you should be playing the third down bell that almost sounds like the blooming death knell for someone who's just been unconscious.
Jesus Christ.
Third down and 5. Buccaneers 1 of 5 on third down so far tonight at the 40-yard line.
We're not respecting their 11 personnel here in our base.
Snap goes. We're bringing 4. And Mayfield having to come upfield.
Derek Barnes.
Pressure came upfield. Linebacker forced him inside, and Derek Barnes cleans it up. 4th down and about 8. Let's see this. Or was it the edge play forced him inside? It's Aleem McNeil coming through the middle, and then it's the linebacker closing in, and then is it linebackers? Mohammed's closing in on that left-hand side. Close it off.
I count as a linebacker. Mohammed can play outside linebacker. I'll allow the linebacker designation.
4th and 11 and a punt away. And again, a fair catch at the 14. It's the 3rd time out of 4 they have started at the 14, and the other time was at the 13.
Yeah.
Chance for the Lions to take a 3-score lead into the break, and that would be, I think, deserved, given how the defense has been playing so far.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, again, trying not to look at the PFF stuff too much, but so up here they're saying, I mean, bloody hell, Aleem on his return, 16, okay, it hasn't fully updated probably for the last drive, but Aleem, 16 snaps, 85.3 grade, including 84.9 pass rushing grade, which is the best on the team by a good 15 points or so. Yeah. Only played in better than him currently is Jack Campbell with 86.5.
Goff from shotgun coming up and checks it down to David Montgomery for a gain of 3. One of the goals of this drive, not only to score, but to eat up enough clock as well to make things difficult for Tampa Bay when they come out for their next drive, if they do. Poole saying their punter having a day. He has had a very good day with 4 punts inside the 20. Yeah.
He's good. Like, Dixon is good.
Very good punter.
I don't remember what I put him down as on my thing, because I know PFF not been exactly great for punters this season, because Jack Fox is one of the worst, supposedly. I don't agree.
What a catch by JMO, but a quick throw, and there's a flag. 2 flags, and it's on Detroit. Oh, could be offsetting.
Well, I see that again, but I don't think that would be an OPI. But
so I think that offensive pass interference is fine. If you have a look at how JMO pushes off here, it's a big push off on McCollum, and it does affect his ability to make a play on the ball. I think it's fine. But that is a clear hold on Khalid Raymond.
And yet they just pick up that flag.
2nd down and 15 after a half-distance penalty there. Goff in empty, going to have to throw the ball quick. Timing route towards Amon-Ra, incomplete. 3rd and 15, and that sort of throw really puts us in trouble there, because that's a 30-70 play towards Amon-Ra, and if you don't get it, you're in 3rd and 15. You're probably looking at draw here, or maybe screen. That's just not ideal.
Jesus.
Yeah,
18 for 10. Jesus.
That is not how we live normally. From the 9, Goff in shotgun takes the snap. Goff threw it, and it was batted down by Elijah Roberts, 4th and 15, and here comes a punt unit. Lions fans letting the refs know what they think of him.
According to Eric's post, it's because they've seen a replay of the JMO thing, and from the angle they used on the replay, the JMO flag looks less like OPO, more like he's just disengaging from hand fighting with McCollum.
A big chance of referees suck as Fox gets it away just under pressure. What a booming kick! Recovered down at the 27-yard line, kicking from their own end zone, and really nice play by Lions special teams, stopping the return at the 37-yard line. 66-yard punt. Mike Evans being carted off to the locker room.
Sad thing is, I think because he's definitely out of this game, he might be out next game, and then they've got a bye. Evans' streak of 1,000 yards might be coming to a swift end, because I know with this game, because he missed a couple, he was needing like 70, 75 yards a game to keep up pace with that. So
yeah. Here comes first down and 10, 38-yard line, 2:52 to go in the first half. No score for the Bucs so far. Can the defense hold once again? Empty set for Baker. Snaps away. Pressure coming. 5 coming. Fumble, is it? It is. Forced by Amik Robertson and recovered by the Lions. That's Aiden Hutchinson with the ball.
What was the?
You are several seconds in front of me. I don't know how.
What was the team that the league used for how not to do a peanut punch again?
Yeah. I've just gone live, by the way, so that we can reset, because I was 3 seconds behind you there comfortably. I'll tell you what the play clock is in a sec. Still on 25 at the moment. And Meek Robertson with a hell of a play. Right, whistle's coming. I'm going to stop at 20. Right, stop to 20. Tell me when you get there.
I'm just still seeing replays. Don't know what.
It starts at 25, so you'll see it in a minute. We were about 19 seconds behind live.
22, 21, 20.
There we
19,
go. Got it. Right, Lions turn the ball over. First turnover of the game. Well, unless you count a turnover on downs. But I don't.
Second, Goff's fumble.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. Right, Lions take over at the 41-yard line of Tampa Bay. Goff under center and 12 personnel. And handoff to Monty. Lovely sidestep to beat one. Gain of 5. Second down and 5. You can take the 2-minute warning here if you want, and I think I probably would.
Evans, obviously, this is, again, no shit Sherlock, has been ruled out with a concussion and shoulder injury.
Yeah. Here comes 2nd and 4. Lions might take another snap here. I'm surprised. 2nd and 4. Hand it off to David Montgomery. Going to go down after a loss of 1. 3rd and 5. And this is why you take the 2-minute warning to force them to take a timeout here on 3rd down.
Tate supposedly going to the sideline, shaking his arm.
Tate Ratledge?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Can't afford Ratledge, guy. He's been so good. Mm-hmm. Hopefully it's just something which needs something which you can do in the 2-minute warning before coming back out.
Exactly. Also, suppose Craig questionable to return with a hamstring injury. Probably happened on the one of the returns. Dave for the peanut punch.
Oh boy. Okay. Terry X Perry says Evans take a beating. I mean, just one play, but you know.
It was just one play, and it was just very unlucky.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like he's out halfway through the plays happening, to be honest. It's weird as he's going to ground. It's like it happened because of something else. Wizard of War says, are we in field goal range? Yes, but it's again a long field goal if we attempt it.
Yeah. Suppose it's his right shoulder that's been looked at per Eric.
So it's a 36-yard line of Tampa Bay, make it a 53-yard attempt. Not too long for Bates.
Yeah. To be honest, I only really want to try him out on this. Obviously, I want a touchdown here, but I joking. This is a joke. I want to take a sack so we can get Bates to break the field goal record. Just the ultimate FU to the.
All
I'm
right.
seeing conflicting things on Twitter. Some people are saying Tate will be back in for this snap. Some saying that KOD will be back in. As Devon Witherspoon isn't active for the Seahawks.
All right. 3rd and 5 for the Lions coming out of the break. They've held the ball for 17 minutes of this half so far.
Jesus Christ.
And stretch it all the way down to 19 and a quarter if they hold it for the remainder of this half. Goff in shotgun
That
at the 37.
Like
takes a snap. Quick drop, low throw, incomplete for Jamison Williams. Could have put that a little bit higher for him. Shame. 4th and 5, and we are taking a field goal. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a 54-yard attempt since we're at the 37. All right. Come on, Jake.
How many points? Come on, any points off the turnover?
They're lining this up at the 5-yard line there, so it's a 55-yard attempt here for Mr. Bates. And it is up. It looks wide left. It is wide left. No good. Pulled it. And there's going to be a great lot of field position there for Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Great.
Everything looks perfect for that.
Yeah, the football guys just don't want this to be a 3-point, a 3-score game.
So they're going to start at their 44.
Yeah.
And 2-minute offense, and they have a chance to go 2 for 1 here and tie the game. Here comes Baker. Holds on to it for quite a long time. Cade Otton with the catch. Is that enough? Is that an interception? That looks like Eric Hallett has that.
Had it, yeah. I argued, yeah, that should be a pick. Is it Hallett or is it Mauler? That's Mallet.
Oh.
That's Mallet. That's a pick.
That's a pick.
That's a pick.
That's a pick, 100%. Are they going to snap it before we can get the flag out? They do snap it. Oh, there's a flag. There is a challenge flag in.
Come on. Please. Please.
Oh, there's no flag. It's got to be called from the booth because we're in 2 minutes.
True. I'll tell it on, but...
That is an interception.
Although,
I will tell you what, Cade Otton continues to have his arm around the ball, and normally in a joint catch situation, preference is given to the offense. So I would not be surprised if this stands. It will seem unfair because it looks like more like majority has the ball, but the offensive player still has possession of the ball as well.
That's where I think it comes to us being a pick, because when Mallet makes connection with the ball, Otton does not have it fully under control. Mallet gets it under control first, which is why I'd say it's a pick.
Yeah.
But of course, we've got to remember this is New York reviewing a Detroit thing, so it's going to go the Bucs way. I am not coming off that high horse. I will keep being on this high horse until the cows fucking come home. Like, I know. Well, anyone in our Discord knows how much the stuff of the past week in New York has really got me. Come on.
That does look like a pick. Just
Yeah.
all the replays look like a pick.
Is that because I think it could just come... Let's have a look. Hang on. I'll shut up.
Interception!
Yes! Fuck yes.
What a play by Arthur Mollett. Rips it away from Cade.
I will come off the high horse. I will now be on a smaller horse. You need to give me another 2 plays maybe for me to come off the high horse, New York. But this is a good start.
What a phenomenal play. What a heads-up play by Arthur Mollett. A second turnover of the Buccaneers in 2 straight drives. No, not 2 straight drives, but in 2 drives in quick succession.
Yeah.
Chance then for the Lions again after missing the field goal.
Come on. We need to do that. We didn't get any points off the last turnover. We need to get some off it, even if it is just a field goal. But Arthur Mollett, fucking fair play.
That looks like a false start, but it's not called, and Gibbs runs straight into a run blitz, gain of 1, 2nd down and 9, but the clock starts to run.
Front now. Come on, guys. The run game ain't going to be pretty. Like when I get my stats emails tomorrow, it's not going to look pretty in the rushing success rate, but
success rate generally is going to look bad.
Yeah.
Goff kills the play.
Amon Ross going to have like a 90% success rate.
Goff takes the snap on 2nd and 9. Quick out to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Gain of 8 and goes out of bounds to kill the clock. 3rd and 1.
I swear to God, there's in the second half, and it's going to be the touchdown play that happens next. There's going to be a play in the rest of this game where we're going to use that exact same motion we've been using with JMO there, and Goff is just going to hit it up the seam for a touchdown.
Yeah, I agree. That's what they're setting up for sure. Tesla comes into the game. 3rd and 1, 1:03 to go. It's from the 40-yard line. Would make it a 57-yard attempt from here.
Goff sneak it to the left. Go on. Do it.
They do. And Goff, I think he gets it, but it's close. He does get it. Only just though. Ash, he called it, but close.
It's the alignment of the nose tackle.
3 timeouts to go and whistles. I think they're going to look at this.
Oh, we're going to get the virtual spot, I think. Yes. I love it.
Oh, Detroit take a timeout. Sorry.
Oh. Oh, and then, of course, the American ad shows Pizza Hut.
No one out pizzas the Hut, apart from in the UK, where everyone has.
Yeah. I do gotta say, there is some good pizza restaurant over here that I like. Pizza Hut, like there's Pizza Pilgrims, which I know is in Nottingham, and there's one opening in Birmingham. There's that Detroit pizza place that's in the new food hall that's opening in Birmingham.
I am surprised Little Caesars haven't come over here, or have they? It is.
But it's only in a certain area. So there's literally 2 in the East Midlands. There's one in Derby and one in Nottingham.
Right.
I did try it.
Here comes Goff from the 38-yard line. Deep drop. He's gonna. Oh my God! That is a rough sack. Holy shit! Goff got hammered. I'm surprised that wasn't flagged.
Yeah, that's their version of Brian Branch doing a Brian Branch play.
And Gibbs just misses it. Gibbs should pick that up, and he just totally misses it. Goff misses it too, and that's not his blind side.
Yeah,
I haven't heard us take a. Oh, we have taken our second timeout. Loss of 9, 2nd and 19. Right, so we need to get in field goal range here.
Mm-hmm.
Goff with a deep throw picked. Parrish down at the 44-yard line. Oh, it's Dean. Throwing into triple coverage.
Weird. This has been a weird half
Yeah.
for turnovers. Like, as it showed on the stat, literally the player before, we've doubled the Bucs turnovers on offense in one half that they've done in the rest of the season so far.
Goff
Goff throws
contacted as he throws straight to the man, like just doesn't see him.
yeah. Let's have a look.
Good play by Jamal Dean.
Yeah.
Are they going to take a knee here?
To,
No, they're going to go for it.
I think he's just trying to get to Ahmed Ryan, like a sort of come, like slightly come back, get it where he only can get it in as his contact and just
pressure, quick throw, Shepherd, and he gets down. And so with 14 seconds to go, they are at the career long of Chase McLaughlin, but they don't like to try him deep.
Mm-hmm. Do what I call in flag Operation Headless Chicken. Cover well in the back end, get Baker running around, see if you can force him to throw a pick himself, which I know is as rare as Goff throwing one, but it's just happened to Goff, so why not to Baker?
14 seconds to go from the Lions' 46. Here comes Baker looking for a throw to the left-hand side under pressure. Now comes back to the other way, and a good catch. And Tez Johnson continues, and he gets down to the 35-yard line, almost drops it. Timeout taken, and that is going to be a field goal attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Do Tampa get on the board? This would be not a hammer blow, but it would feel a bit rough if they went in 14-3 after all of this.
Yeah. I mean, we've missed the 54-yarder. This would be about the same range.
Little bit closer, 52, I think. It depends where he goes down. Yeah, about 52. Oh, it depends whether the fumble was actually a fumble or not. Depends on where they spot it for that. 53. Here comes McLaughlin. His success rate falls massively after 49 yards. Is he good from here? High snap, good hold, drilled. It is good.
Close, but yeah, that's good. That's unfortunately good. And that's half.
That is the half. And I tell you what, it has felt so dominant for the Lions. And the fact that we're not out of sight by now is a bit rough.
Yeah, like not to obviously bring up any bad memories of a certain Super Bowl, but one could argue we should be 28-3 up right now.
Yeah, true.
But I know obviously it's half time, and after our start recap, I know you like to have your break, so I'll get ready.
Do. Just updating the stats because they've changed since I was on. There we go. 14-3 lead for the Lions. Got 13 of 19, 175 yards, a touchdown, a pick, and a fumble. I don't know why I've listed the fumble there when I really should have put pick. There we go. Jameer Gibbs, 11 for 107 and a touchdown. And then Amon-Ra, 5 of 8 for 87 yards and a touchdown. Baker Mayfield, 9 of 16 for 47 and a pick. Rashad White for 14. Takeda on 2 of 2 for 14. Actually, Sterling Shepard has taken that lead now, 3 of 3 for 15. Ash, it's been incredible on defense. Hit and miss on offense. Your thoughts, as you say. I just fear for a minute.
Yeah, as Matt quite rightly said, that's pretty much just sum it up. Like the first drive offense for us, great as it was last week. Obviously, minus what happened into the drive at the end last week. Been a bit more hit and miss. Like, again, PFF is not to be all and end all on that. But, you know, when only 2 offensive linemen have got an above average run blocking grade, which is Penne, obviously, with a near 90 grade, and then Mahogany with a 76.5. Everyone else is average to below average in terms of run blocking grade. David Montgomery, unfairly, I'd say, has a 2.1 pass blocking grade. Yeah, it hasn't been perfect, but the defense has just been lights out. Like, aside from that last drive, letting him kind of get the easy completions, pretty much again lights out. Like Amik Robertson, 94.2 PFF grade right now, including a 93.8 coverage grade. We'll let 93.1 defensive grade, including that coverage grade, the exact same, obviously, with the excellent interception. Aleem, nearly 90 grade. Campbell, 82.8. Like, the defense has been there. Like, when your worst players are near average in terms of PFF grade, you know you're doing some things well. Like, we're getting pressure on Baker. We've got 12 pressures on him. It's just, can the offense picks up? Matt, it's halftime, so Matt usually just goes and refills his drink and at halftime goes to the toilet, and which means unfortunately you get stuck with me and my stats. Unfortunately, but yeah, like it's just little things on offense. Like as I say, it might just be again the Ben Johnson setting up Suflace like I as predicted near the end of the last half. The motions they're doing with JMO and Amon-Ra, especially on the right hand side, where they're doing like a sort of turbo motion with JMO and him going up. They're going to use that because they're doing Amon-Ra routes off that. It's been a target. We're going to do one where Goff throws it up the seam to JMO. He's going to get a massive touchdown off it. I do argue, I know Matt disagreed. I do argue the OPI on him was bullshit as well. Like, that's just him disengaging. It was hand fighting. He disengages to go back towards the ball. And then obviously they pick up the flag on Jamal Dean on the other side. That's just, it's rough. The refs haven't had a perfect game, but the difference between last week and this week is we've done enough to still keep ourselves in the game and not let the refs really take over the game. The defense has been light out there. Like, Shep deserves a game ball right now for what that defense is doing. Like, bit part players, we knew the secondary was going to be rough, and it's people stepping up. Like Kamika's cornerback one stepped the fuck up. Moore as a starting nickel back. I know he's only played 15 snaps, but that's still, which is 11th on the team. So technically he's a starter by terms of snaps, but he's stepped up. Campbell's having so much more of a better game than he had last week. He was quite rough last week. He stepped up. The impact of Aleem, Jesus, the ball rush on this on Graham Barton in the first couple of drives. They're all there. And the thing is, you've still got some of your big playmakers that can step up and make plays like Hutch. I know he's got 3 pressures right now, but they're all hurries. He can step up and get some impact in the pass rush grade. He's get a game. He's gonna get a couple of instances where he can split a double team. He gets a one-on-one one of the tackles, and he can make them pay for that. Al Qadim, I know he's actually leading the team right now in pressures. He's played 17 snaps, 5 pressures. He's unfortunately missed a tackle, which is going to hurt his grade because PFF, but the defense has stepped the hell up when they've got arguably their 4 stars on the back end out, because obviously Amik's a slot corner, and the way we play, we don't really play as much nickel as we do base. Not much more I could ask from this defense, to be honest. It's because it's the little things, Dan Lyon. Like, yeah, correct me how to pronounce that. I'm just going to use Dan for now. Dan, it's the execution stuff. Like the slightly slow passes that's ended one of the drives. The Goff interception, I'll have to see it back, but the way it looked to me, at least watching it, is that Amon-Ra was running one of those routes. He's coming back to it. Goff sees that. He sees that his break, throws the ball he's supposed to, so Amon-Ra can come back to it, get out of bounds. But because he's hit as he's thrown by Vea, he doesn't get the full arm strength on it, and it's just enough that it just dips right into Jamal Dean's hands. It's some of the run blocking. Like, I know the one where we sort of use their run blocking against them on the draw play to Gibbs, but most of the time, the running backs are getting contacted in the backfield. It's little stuff like that, and to be fair, it's to be expected against the Bucs, but it's just this like the executions of like the 4th down play near the end of one of our drives in there, sort of in the red zone. It's just little things that's meant, and the critical downs have meant that drives have stalled out, like it was last week. But at least this week, the defense has been there, and we've been in good enough places that we can still score. It's just, yeah, it's not perfect. It's like the offense right now is a B plus. The defense is at an A plus. Like, and the special teams have been okay. I know obviously they're the only ones that currently got the coverage bus grade on them because of that massive kick return they gave up, which, okay, yeah, there might have been a hold involved in that, but they still gave a massive kick return. Might like to see Kelly return a couple of punts in this second half because he's fair caught all of them. Is he worried about the neck injury? I don't know. We've been good. We've been good. Like I love to see. I would love. Hang on, CSPN got the stats. Let's have a look. My computer's gonna hate me. People who watch this religiously know that I use a laptop for this. So if I suddenly go because my laptop explains, blame that. Yeah, well here we go. The Bucs have had. This hasn't fully updated, has it? The Bucs currently, according to ESPN, have had 4 first downs. One of them have come from penalty, the other come through passing. And I think 2 of those first downs came in this last drive. They're 1-6 on third down. We're also 1-6 third down. We've also got a fourth down that's going to come for. We're beating them. Like their yards per play, 2.5 yards per play. We're at 7.1. We have nearly 4 times the amount of passing yards, 157 to 40. We've got 100 more rushing yards than they've got, 118 to 18. 6.9 yards rush for us, 3.6 for them. We haven't been good in the red zone, 0 for 1. They're 0 for 0. More penalties, 1 more, but we've only had double the yards. Both the same amount of turnovers, 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions, 7 more minutes, roughly, for the time of possession. We should be at least 21 to 3, if not 28 to 3. Which I know is scary. That's fair, but C's still passing. For me, it's the reason it's a beast because we've had some of those big explosive plays that haven't really been here for us this season. I know the Gibbs one is pretty much the only one, but then we had the 30-yard screen to him. That's explosive. We had a few more explosive plays. It's just been those third down execution things, which, yeah, to be fair, if that's by your expectations, that's completely fair. But for me, I'm saying still like a B plus because it's only been a couple of plays. Like, there's not much wrong. Like, I can thought like the run stuff that's going to happen. We're just going to have to keep going with that, unfortunately. We're going to have the 2-3 yard runs because then we do get the ones where Gibbs, where everything just blocks up perfectly and we get the explosive play. Passing wise, Goff could be better for sure, but he's still, let's have a look. It surprised me if he's still above 70% completion rate.
No, he's not.
Is he not? Damn it. Come on, Goff. I trusted you here.
He's at 65. No, slightly above that's oh, maybe it is 70. 13 over 19.
68%.
Yeah.
So
couple of throws he'd like to have back though. The JMO one that was kind of at his feet was a bit low. Amon-Ra had a timing route to the left-hand side, which was just way off. The one that he'd like to have back is obviously the pick. It's just a misread on where Dean's dropping to. But even if Dean doesn't get in that way, it seems a bit short.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't think it's a misread where Dean's dropping to. I think as it might be that I'll watch it back tomorrow and I'll say, actually, you know what, it is that. The way I saw it was that Amon-Ra was doing a comeback route. Goff sees him get to the top of his break there and he's going to come back, releases it, and as he's thrown, he doesn't get the full power until he just falls to Dean. If he maybe got his full range of motion, it would have gone perfectly.
Yeah, so his ability to follow through is disrupted. I'm not sure he's necessarily hit, but he's definitely cramped up on the throw. Yeah. But Dean drops further than you might otherwise expect for a flat defender.
True.
So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, 2.5 minutes to go. I tell you what, Jack Campbell has been unbelievable in this game.
Oh, yeah. Let me just check something about this. He's currently our highest graded defender by PFF. Oh, he's not anymore, of course. He's our number 4. Aleem, Mallet, and Robertson are all ahead of him. But yeah, he's having a bounce back game compared to what happened to him last week. Getting beaten up in the past game. So much better.
Five pressures for Al-Qadim Mohammed. Very nice.
Yeah.
I tell you what, this half is not going to help the narrative that Goff struggles under pressure. Because that is where he struggled tonight.
True. I mean, Bucs have got 9 rushes on him. Does it have his period? Let me look. So currently, yeah. So the turnover is the interception, according to PFFEF, was when he was under pressure but not blitzed. This is very much like Baker, where I said in the preview, where you blitz him in the right way, then yeah, you can get toes from him.
Can I check where you are in the second half starts? Oh, it's the bloody ads gone. My stream seems to vary wildly in terms of how far it is behind live. It's between like 18 and 22 seconds, so I don't know if I'm in the same position as you.
I'll tell you when mine's back then. I'm currently seeing an advert for some form of football kit. I can't remember. It looks like it's Feyenoord. Of course it's Feyenoord. I should know if we played them.
On Monday Night Football's going back live for me. Coming back out of the break.
Let's see if this works. It might just be because that's so many tabs open that it's just lagged a bit. Let's have a look. It's refreshing now. Come on.
58 total yards. Wow. Sorry?
I'm seeing Aikman and Buck talking to each other in the booth.
Yeah, ditto. I'll tell you again when the kickoff happens for me, I guess. And you tell me if it comes before I start speaking. It should be starting in just a moment. I've just seen Baker.
He's talking to Grizzard on the sideline.
So I think you're ahead of me by a second or so. So I'm going to go live and then I'll pause again. Kick is now.
Oh, you're in front of me.
Yes, I just refreshed it. So tell me when the kick happens.
Bates is making his... No, he's not. He's taking his steps back. 1 step, 2 steps to the side, going back a bit more, and kick now.
All right. Recovered at the 11. Going to be returned from that spot. Coming up, and oh, nice move. Gets to the 33.
Sick.
Here comes the Bucs. Less than 60 total yards on offense, still 3 points, and a chance to cut the arrears here. Can the Lions defense turn up again? Baker takes the snap and hands off to Rashad White up the middle. Good tackle by Campbell, getting pushed forward, but the play is whistled dead after a gain of maybe 3, 2nd and 7.
Sorry about that.
I'm going to have to stop looking at the chat because they're all about 2 plays ahead of us and I just can't handle it.
Oh, great.
I've had the pick spoiled. I've had the touchdown for Gibbs spoiled. It's really hard. 2nd and 7 after that first play. Well read by Jack Campbell. From the 36-yard line now. Baker under center, which he rarely does. Changes the play. Takes a snap. Play action. Pressure up the middle. Throws. Complete for Ibuka down at the 45-yard line of Detroit. First down and 10. That is about half their whole yardage in the first half in one play.
Just a good throw.
Really competitive in coverage by Yassin.
Oh.
First and 10 at the 46. Otten in motion right to left. Now back left to right. And handed off. Big gap. Good tackle by Nick Whiteside. Whiteside sighting. Gain of 7.
I
2nd and 3.
Yassin might have hurt his shoulder on that last play.
Or he might just be blowing because he was running hard on that rep. How Ibuka is out on the field, I don't know.
Magic and cortisol shots.
2nd and 3. Good first drive for the Bucs after getting nothing all day. At the 39-yard line. Baker under center again. Hutchinson cheating inside. Baker, plenty of time. Well defended. Gonna throw for it all. Oh!
PB by Meek.
Meek didn't get his head around. but he underthrew it, and Meek Robertson gets hit in the back with the ball. Let's have a look at this again. Ibuka completely... Well, it doesn't completely beat Amik, but if you throw that deep, that could be a TD.
Yeah. I've had that happen to me. That hurts them. But at least Meek's got a helmet to protect him. I've taken one of them to the back of my head. It hurts. It's not fun.
3rd and 3. Baker had the check down and didn't take it, but does manage to get the first down. It is Sterling Shepherd. Needed 3, got 3.5, and the chains move. Got to hold them to a field goal here. Would feel like a big win.
Yeah.
Come on, defense. At the 36-yard line, Baker under center.
Yeah.
12 personnel, and hands it to White. Run off right tackle, but a really good tackle. And turnover! Lions have the ball. Lions have it. Derek Barnes has the ball.
Let's have a look. So Connor's there.
Barnes rips it out. I think whistles may have happened before, but let's... I mean...
And that's a full start on Charlie Heck.
Full start.
But because they've stuck the snap now, we can't challenge it.
Full start isn't a play. Technically, I think you can still challenge. But if the whistle went off before the turnover occurs, then there's no point in challenging anyway. You really need to hear live whether the whistle went before the change. 1st and 15 after the false start.
2nd and 14.
2nd and 14, thank you. Baker, under pressure, batted down. Incomplete.
Who got that? I was too focused on watching the... Oh, is it Barnes?
Yes, Derek Barnes. Really nice play by Barnes.
That return motion. I was watching the return motion. I was like, shit, that's a good way to set up the screen. And Barnes, whoa, yes.
That's a huge paw.
I like that.
3rd and 14. 11 minutes to go in the 3rd.
I wonder what Baker did to Derek Barnes to make him hate him this much.
The 40 would be a long field goal from here. Baker with a 3-step drop under pressure, but throws it to Tez Johnson, who is about 2 yards short.
God.
4th
if
and
this was
2.
Dan, he'd go for it, I think. Oh, it looks like they're going for it. Fair play, Todd Bones.
Jumbo set coming out. I form, strong eye, and hand it off up the middle. Oh, and he gets it. Gain of 4. Lions' run smart, defense has been so good up till now and just falters at the wrong time.
If they were smart, they'd go quick here.
They are not going quick. Want to get out of that personnel because it's not where they live.
True.
Really want to call him Josh Gizzard, the OC, not Josh Grizzard. But anyway. Right, at the 24-yard line now, Baker under centre. And play action.
Play call. I like that.
And a little check down to number 44. And Jack Campbell again in coverage. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Campbell's been all over it.
Mm-hmm. That's a good play. That's just a good play call from this kind of check and release on the wide edge. And then as soon as you let him go, just dump it off to him. It's a good play call.
Keep it moving. 50 yards on this drive. It's almost the same total yardage as the first half. 6-minute drive out of the half, 22-yard line of Detroit. Baker from shotgun checks it down on a screen to Tez Johnson. He's got room, hurdles. Touchdown, Tez. That's a really good drive.
Mm-hmm.
Really well blocked up. And this is what happens when you don't score with your opportunities.
They're going
Oh,
for two. Fair.
to make it a 3-point deficit early. This is interesting.
Ballsy. Ballsy. I
I
like
don't.
it.
I don't like it. I think it's a bad call. I mean, I think the analytics would always say go for two, as I've said to you before. But in this situation, I don't like it. Baker jump and PBU by.
Whiteside.
Oh, what a play on the ball!
So I want to say that's like our seventh or eighth pass breakup so far this game.
Cause I'm Nick Whiteside.
Did it.
I never. That has to be a chant, please. Please make Nick Whiteside a chant. So the Lions turn away the Buccaneers on a go for two, means they lead by 5. A field goal now leaves it an 8-point game, and that's the risk, is that it becomes a game the Lions cannot lose with just a field goal. It's too early to do that.
Yeah. Maybe I like it. It's kind of you get it. It's a kind of shock thing. We do it that you do it that early, you get it, and it's a field goal to tie it or a touchdown, and you go ahead by 4. The day we can't respond with field goal, then we have to keep it with a touchdown. That's what I liked. It's kind of the analyticsy kind of side of it. It's a risk. It didn't pay off for them, but I respect the risk.
Don't worry, everybody, about you guys being ahead. It's my fault for trying to have a look at the chat and respond to you guys during the plays that are live. I want to interact with you guys. I want to watch the game live without being spoiled. And I also want to watch the game live with Ash, so we're both seeing it at the same time, which means we're about 19 seconds behind what I have as live, so that we're doing it at the same time. Frankly, it's more annoying to be spoiled by Ash live than it is the chat, because I can always avoid the chat. I can't actually avoid Ash's responses. So it's a 5-point game. It'd be funny if the Lions went for 2 and got it, wouldn't it? If they scored. Make it a 13-point game for no reason. Wizard of War says, let's hope this does not open the floodgates on RD. The only way to give them a shot here, I think, is that the offense has to actually possess the ball for a long period of time, which they've really struggled to do on a down-to-down basis. I know that we've had plenty of time off possession, but it's been because the defense has been good, not because the offense is moving the ball particularly.
True, yeah.
It's a cracking play by Whiteside. Right, here comes the kickoff. Bounces at the 8, received at the 4, reverses a little bit, and nice return actually up to the 27. Really good knuckle kick by Tampa Bay. Right, here comes Goff then at the 27 in I formation, takes a snap and hands it off. Gibbs, with plenty of room, good block, 8-yard gain on first down. That is a lot more of what we need to do. I think that's actually going to be called a 7-yard gain, 2nd and 3.
That's to say, yeah.
2nd and 5? Sorry.
What? If this is an adjustment we've made with putting Laporte in the backfield doing more I formation, I like it. It makes it easier for him to defend where the Bucs are attacking our run game.
It also creates a bit more of a mismatch too.
Yeah.
His 2nd and 5 at the 32. Goff, play action under pressure, checks it down to the tight end. And it's a gain of 3 to Laporte, 3rd and 2. What a ridiculous game that Denver Giants game was. Insane game.
Yes.
No points scored into the 4th quarter, and then 33.
You know what a player would call up if I was Morton here?
What?
The Bucs are going to expect to run on 3rd and short.
The
Brock Wright play.
You
know the exact one.
Yeah, 3rd and 2. Play action, and it's Brock Wright.
The closest on the play action pass. That wasn't the one I meant. Everyone knows the one I mean, where he lines up as an inline tight end on the right-hand side, blocks and releases on the flat like that. But I'll take it. I should just shut up and take the win when I predict stuff like that.
Absolutely. Nostra Ashmus.
I should learn from what happens on Talking Grit, but I'm too specific with my predictions, and I'm half right, but I can't take the win.
It's a play-action pass where he leaks out from motion left to right and then leaks out right to left, but behind the formation instead of in front of the formation. But, you know, it's basically the same play.
It's close enough. Yeah.
Toss play to Gibbs, and big run up the middle. Williams blocking out in front all the way down to the 44. Really lovely pay by Jahmyr Gibbs. That's a vertical toss play again, but it managed to see the hole. Let's see. Great blocking. Yeah. That's Tate Ratledge on Vita Vea. Oh, that's the 35-yard line of Tampa, isn't it? 36. Wow. Goff under center. And hands it off. Beats one man on the snap. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Could have been a loss after Logan Hall was in the backfield. They get so much penetration up front, but not often where the ball's going.
Yeah. Gibbs' feet there was like a Brazilian winger in the early 2000s.
No Brazilian winger comes to mind from that era for me, if I'm honest. 2nd and 7. Not really a winger.
I knew he was a winger. He was a left winger for Parcel when I started really watching. Them in PSG.
Straight drop back and another screen with Penny Sewell out in front for Gibbs. Oh,
what a tackle!
Sewell missed his block on Antoine Winfield Jr. and a touchdown-saving tackle, 1st and goal. Winfield, that is an incredible play.
That is yeah. What is it?
Oh, that's a block. That is a block in the back by Sewell on Hassan Reddick, by the way, to get off that. He pushes him in the back, and then Sewell just runs past him. What are you doing, Sewelly lad?
Left.
Goff hands it off again to Gibbs, runs up the middle, spins, touchdown. Way to finish it off, Gibby. Gibby. And when the Bucs go touchdown 2-pointer, Lions go touchdown, and I'm going to guess 1-pointer and stretch that lead out just a minute. Man, that went so fast, and the blocking up front is so good. What a difference, Ash, in the run blocking. First drive. It's so good.
To load more of those outside concepts, and I will check now. But I want to say Gibbs now has more than 200 scrimmage yards.
I think you're right. PAT there, the snap was high into the left, really well held, and Bates does it. So it's 21-9, 12-point lead.
Yeah, he has 217, 135 rushing yards, 82 receiving yards. Boy, that's a lot of damage.
You almost sound like Bane then.
Oh no!
You kind of did though. That's a lot of damage.
What? That was a lot of damage. God's sake, that's going to be the new. That's going to be the new fucking thing. God's sake, if we actually pop off and that's the thing I'm known for, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Wizard of Water, just imagine seeing Saul run at you at full speed. I would shit myself. Well, yes, potentially, but he didn't, and he made the tackle. That was awesome by Winfield.
Gibbs is the 10th player in NFL history to produce a game with at least 135 rushing yards, which he's got in the dot, 80 receiving yards, he's got 82, and 2 rushing touchdowns. The last player to do that was CJ2K in 2009. Gibbs has reached those totals with still 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
I wonder if he can break 300 scrimmage yards.
Yeah.
He really could. There's plenty of time.
I mean, with the pace he's currently on with his stuff, he only needs like another 4 touches to do that. He's averaging about 23 through the air per touch and 9 on the ground.
We've just got to put this to bed now. It's only a 12-point game. There's still 20 minutes to go. We know how the fourth quarter can go. We just talked about that Giants-Denver game. Put this game to bed. Defense has had a little bit of time to blow on the sideline. Come out and fire. Get the 3 and out. Score again. And feel a bit more comfortable going into the fourth quarter.
Exactly. Let me just refresh.
Freeclimb 5487 says, remember when Pro Pundit said Detroit overreached for Campbell? I think both things can be true. I think Campbell can absolutely be justifying the pick position whilst it's still being a reach. I believe both of those things are true.
Exactly.
You can only go on the information you have at the time.
Yeah, like, God, I remember because I was the one that scouted him for us for the podcast, and I called him a blatant Van Der Esch basic second round pick, nothing more than that. And I've been proven wrong in a way. Like, Van Der Esch was good. Like, you got to remember when Van Der Esch was on it for the Bucs.
He was
with, like, the neck
amazing.
But that was like half a season before he got injured. Campbell's been doing it now, arguably for a full season.
Bates, can he get this kickoff a bit better? This one's being recovered at the 1, and it's going to be returned. And coming upfield for the tackle, he's trying to bounce outside. He's going to get hit out at the 21-yard line, Tez Johnson. Well done by Strickland, I think that was.
That's not Tez, that's the other one. That's Cameron Johnson.
Oh, right. My bad. Cameron
wears 19, Tez wears 15.
It's all the same to me.
I didn't know you spoke Greek. I thought that was me.
Oh, I didn't give these. It's all Greek to me. I thought it's all the same to me. That's not even close.
You know, I've got to force feed my ancient history into it.
Even though it's Shakespeare, of course. Play action by Mayfield, checked down in the flat to Rachaad White. And what a big hit!
What?
By Amik Robertson, who tried the peanut punch again. It was unsuccessful. I'm surprised there's no flag there for unnecessary roughness because he punched the man, but never mind. 2nd down and 9, 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
That's just the same.
All right. Here comes Baker and delayed handoff to Rachaad White. Good play call, but tackled really well by Thomas Harper. 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, roughly. Gibbs is the first Lion since Kevin Smith in 2011 to record 200 plus scrimmage yards and 2 rushing touchdowns in a single game. He's the 7th player in franchise history to do so. So we get to a 3rd and 3.
Come on, Lions. 3 and out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Be interesting to see what we come out in here, defensive line wise.
We're in man. Tez Johnson was. Oh, Baker got hit. Incomplete. Is there going to be a flag? No flag. Baker got hit late after the throw, but it looks like it was bang bang. No flags. I really liked what Tez did here. I thought that he... No, maybe that was well covered. Oh, Rocky Sin holding his hamstring there.
Oh, no.
No, what's the opposite of your quad? Is that hamstring? Other side of your leg? Yeah, that's... No, other side of your leg. Back side of your leg. Punt away, fair court, but at the 25-yard line out of bounds. There's a flag on the play. Yeah, that's hamstring, isn't it? It's above your calf.
Hamstrings, yeah. Yeah, hamstrings, yeah. So that means Whiteside probably in for a bit more.
Well, I don't hate Whiteside coming in, but yeah, your Sin is struggling there.
And we've got Flowers, obviously, as well, who... There's a flag?
Yeah, there's a flag. It was on the return. It's going to be a hold. Oh, unless it's for running out of bounds by the pursuit.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's out of bounds. So I didn't see a hold. That's why I'm confused.
Here comes John Hussey. Kicking team went out of bounds on his own 5-yard penalty.
Take it.
Attila just said JMO at cornerback. I've heard worse suggestions.
And to you sticking them on if we're doing man. Your Sin's headed to the locker room per Jeremy.
Ay. All right. The boys did their bit on defense. We asked them to get a 3 and out. They got a 3 and out. Mm-hmm. Now can the offense respond? We asked them to go up 3 scores. And, well, a field goal would make it a 15-point game. Not quite 3 scores, but pretty bloody close. They are led in receiving now by Tez. I'm so happy he's a thing in this league.
Same, even it makes me feel better because I know obviously I had Khalif to point to, but now that it actually is an NFL player that's lighter than me in the league and is doing well, makes me still hold those dreams that one day will finally happen for me.
Big Aries saying Ash getting a phone call to play DB ? You don't want Ash playing DB. You got to put him up there on the edge.
Exactly. That's what I'm up for Defensive Player of the Year for. That'll be Saturday, all day in Northampton. We've got our finals, and because of some stuff, we've got a first round bye in our playoffs. So,
nice.
Yeah. The Saints dropped out. They're almost as bad as they do in real life, Saints.
Many thanks to TJ2636 for the $5 super chat, who says, "Go Lions, go Buckeyes." Several people in the chat want a refund on that. I say no, sir. If you can say whatever you want on super chat, it will be read out. I guarantee. Thank you for the support, TJ. Much appreciated all through this stream. Okay, what have we got left? About 17:55. It is 2:20 a.m. here. Hope everyone's having a good Monday night. I am looking forward to the fact that I have a half day tomorrow and I don't have to start until 2. Thank God. Are you staying up for the Seattle game?
Probably not. Want to hit the gym early tomorrow.
Fair. Right, here comes Goff. from the 30. In shotgun, pumps and tries to spin out of trouble, and Goff throws it out of trouble. Just almost gets sacked. 2nd and 10. Goff looks like he's come up limp on that play.
Please no.
Second and 10. Goff takes a snap and hands it off to Montgomery. Run up the middle for a gain of only 1. 3rd down and 9. I tell you what, Montgomery is struggling for reps, especially as a runner. And he's only 5 carries for 6 yards. And the thing is, they may be stacking the boxes against him, and it may be a compliment. You still need to get the yards, or you're not going to get the reps. It sucks. 3rd down and 8.
One of them where I don't. When I say I don't mind it, it's in the same way as I say it with Gibbs, where number one, it's this run defense we're going up against. He is probably going to get a load of those 2-3 yard ones, so long as he can eventually break them. Even if it's like
takes a snap, quick throw over the middle, 1st down, Detroit. Good throw, Laporta with the catch to move the chains, gets 9 when you needed 8. 1st down and 10. Sorry, Ash.
But doing this fine. I was gonna say basically, so long as even if it's 1 in every 5 runs that he gets, it turns into a 5-yard or a 10-yarder. I can take the sort of relatively low success rate so long as we still keep moving the chains, because he's the kind of runner, as we've seen with Gibbs with that one where it's perfectly blocked up. Monty is the kind of guy that can shrug off a couple of arm tackles and turn what would have been a 2-yard gain into a 5-10-yarder, as he kind of did there.
Yeah. Toss play to David Montgomery, beats 1 tackle, gets himself about 5 or 6 yards, 2nd down and 5. Attila says, did someone say Laporta? Yeah, he is playing, I promise. And he's actually playing quite well, I think.
Yeah.
He's been called on to block a lot more than normal.
Because this blitz heavy scheme that the Bucs obviously like to run here, unfortunately, is a bit more of a blocker.
Tesla sighting, Goff play action, and
there he is again.
That is Laporta again, 4-yard gain, 3rd and 1. Lions offense is moving, and it is moving swiftly towards the 4th quarter. This will be the last play, probably.
It's just a load of these things, I think, where, unfortunately, tight ends today, for the most part, are doing a load of these check and releases, block and releases, that mean, they're not really getting many, sort of like 30-yard throws towards them. It's a load. It's either they're blocking or they're getting the dump offs, and it's 5-10 yards. But
3rd and 2, and are we going to get this play off? They do finally get the play off. Run up the middle, and Monty is going to be stopped a yard short, and to end the quarter, it's going to be 4th down and 1. Exactly at midfield.
Means we've got a couple of minutes to maybe discuss the play call.
I would punt.
I was about to say, I would take the offense out there, try and hard count them, which I know doesn't have a high success rate, but it's worth a shot. And if not, obviously we take the 5-yard delay game and punt.
Here
That's
comes
not the worst outcome.
No, it's not, definitely. Stats at the end of the 3rd quarter, 21-9. Goff, 18-25 for 240, a touchdown and a pick and a fumble. Gibbs, 15 for 135 and 2 on the ground, and 3 of 3 for 82 in the air. Amon Brown, 5 of 8 for 87 and a touchdown. That's everything for the Lions. On the Tampa Bay side, Mayfield, 15 of 25 for 104, a touchdown and a pick. Rashad White, 9 for 36. And Tez Johnson, 3 of 5 for 45 and a touchdown. Ash, going to the 4th quarter then. Lions with the ball on 4th and 1 at midfield. Just talking about that briefly. The Lions have kept the ball for a good couple of minutes there, kept the defense on the sideline as long as possible, especially with Rock Ya-Sin out. Holding the ball has got to be key here.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not like I hate Trey Flowers. Like, I think if we have to play him for the rest of this game, he will do well enough. It's not the most optimal. But we're doing what we need to do. It might turn out that by the end of the game, it might only be an overall B+ game from the offense. But yeah, this defense, when it's been called upon, has had a lights out performance. And so long as we keep doing that, we'll do well. Like I know, obviously, I joked earlier that maybe we'll face the Raiders in that. Currently, going into the fourth quarter, we've played 39 defensive snaps. Like, that's not bad. And we've had, to sort of go to what was discussed at the start, we've had a good rotation on the defensive lines. Like, Aleem's actually played the most snaps of any defensive tackle.
So much for being on the snap count.
Yeah, he's at 27. Reed is on 13. Tyleek's at 11. Roy Lopez is at 9.
Lopez has been so impressive as well. He deserves more than that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the thing he's fourth right now in PFF grade.
Yeah, he's so effective when he's on the field.
Yeah. Like, and then obviously I'll wait for the honest update, but yeah, we just had good. We've had some bad performances, like at least by PFF standards, but it's enough. And to think we're doing this against an NFC number one team, a team that for the most part has had people, what's it called? People put the Bucs number one in their power rankings, and currently, we're doing this to them.
Right, here we go. 4th and 1. Lions offense line up, and Goff does take the snap. And Amon-Ra, little pitch to Gibbs, beats one. Can he get there? He can! Oh my God, pushed from behind by Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he just gets there.
That is...
Oh, that's so close.
Please show me to tell me a replay, because I want to see why did Amon-Ra... Here we go. That's why. So Amon-Ra pitched out early, but that's because...
I don't know if he got there. I hope they snap this ball quickly, because that is close.
My stream's frozen. Great. There we go. I'm back.
You don't snap it quickly, but Goff takes a snap now, so we're good play action. Looking for a throw. Well protected. Checks it down to Khalif Raymond. Big hit after a gain of 2.5. 2nd down and 7. Jesus. Amon-Ra St. Brown saving the drive.
Yeah.
I do wonder if that play was challenged, whether it would have held up, because when he goes out of bounds, I think he's marginally behind the line to gain. When he hits the ground, he's well over, but when he breaks the plane of the sideline...
Yeah.
Anyway, handoff on 2nd and 8. David Montgomery up the middle. Gain of 3. 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. If you get into field goal range here, you've got to feel pretty good about your position. 12 is uneasy. Yeah. I think 15 is pretty comfortable. So at the 45-yard line, it would be a 62-yard attempt from here. Wow, the Lions have 27 straight wins when leading at the start of the fourth quarter, longest active streak in the NFL. That is incredible. 3rd and 6 then at the 45. Goff in shotgun. And 11 personnel, Raymond in motion. Pressure and a quick throw and incomplete. Looking towards Raymond. And Goff just under pressure and slightly off target. Do the Lions punt here instead of a 62-yarder? I think they will punt.
Yeah, it looks like it.
The thing about this situation is if you do punt, you better not miss. It is a punt.
Exactly. But I think it's like with what happened earlier with Bates. We don't want to destroy his confidence by having that spiral effect. Plus, Fox has been pretty good at the punts today, so pin him deep.
Punt to the 11. Not an amazing Bates punt, but a pretty good Bates punt.
Yeah.
Stat padding.
Hey, if you want to stat pad as a punt, you go play for the Bears. Everyone knows that.
I do think if I ever got to be the Lions International Fan of the Year and I was doing a draft pick live on stage somewhere, I would say, don't worry, man, you're not going to punt a lot here as my shout out. just to ice the Bears. Just to stick the needle in. Even if it's like a guard, and just say, don't worry, man, you're not going to punt a lot here. It would look like so strange, but I would do it anyway for the needle.
I respect it.
I don't know what else I would say. I would just
Yeah,
end
for me, it depends. It depends where it is.
FTP, FTB, FTV.
FTR.
Why do you hate the Raiders?
What they've destroyed after John T. Max Crosby's career.
Attila says, do you rush, do you contain? What's been working for defense right now is playing exactly as we have been. I think if you ask them to defend on islands, we're going to get picked apart. They are not built for that.
One thing we're doing well, and it goes back to the thing I said months ago, is we're doing a load of these what's called zone match man concepts, where we're at least lining up like it's a zone, and then from there we've got usually we've got the good communication of passing off the men well. The only time I've really seen it go wrong is obviously on the Ted Johnson drive, but that's also just because bad tackling. But hey, as we're seeing stuff about the Seahawks Texans game, even though we've still got our game on.
Oh, wow. Jameer Gibbs' touchdown ran 22.23 miles an hour. Wow.
Third fastest speed in
the NFL this year.
Yeah.
Right. First down and 10 then from the 11. Lions fans are really loud in there. 13 minutes to go. 12-point game. Baker takes a snap. Throws to Cade Otton for the first down all the way out to the 32-yard line. Really nice throw.
Yeah, I can't hate that. That's the corner did the right thing. Presses his guy, and then the safety, I think it's Haller, is just too slow to react to the route.
Yasin is on the sideline testing out his leg. I would not like him to come back in right now. Just stay off. First and 10 then from the 31. Here comes Baker again. Takes a snap, play action, looking deep, going to throw quite deep, incomplete, quite high for Emeka Egbuka. Second and 10. No sacks yet for Aiden Hutchinson. He's got a streak to look after, don't you know?
Yeah.
12:25, second and 10. Come on, defense. Nick Whiteside being out there from Saginaw Valley State. Oh. Come on, my guy. Right, second and 10. Bucs struggling to get lined up here. Baker doesn't like it, and he's calling back the other way. He's only got 3 seconds to get this off. They do get set, and they do get it off. Just pressure coming up the middle, and they do get it away to Egbuka. Really good tackle. Gain of 6. It's third down and 4. I'm not sure this is go for it territory.
Yasin is questionable to return with cramping, but Zach Cunningham is questionable to return with a hamstring injury, so his fucking hamstring's flared up again.
I didn't even see him on the field, to be honest. It must be on special teams, maybe.
Special teams.
Third and 4. Less than 12 minutes to go now.
I hope Ty Summers hasn't checked out of his hotel too quickly, because we probably need him back on the active roster tomorrow.
Yeah. Right. Egbuka moving. It's man to man. And looking at Egbuka. There's a flag on the play. Was there offsides there?
Legal shift.
Incomplete. Throwing to... And it is a legal shift. Correct.
Ever since what happened to us last week, I am spotting what a legal shift is, so I know. You make me learn that rule, I will learn it.
Penalty declined in fourth down, but do they go for it here? I think they go.
They have to at this point. You're down.
I don't know,
scores.
But it's not like it's 15.2 scores. It's 12, and there's like 11, 12 minutes to go. I think that they should punt here. It depends whether you trust your defense or not. They clearly don't. This is the ball game right here, if they do this. 11:36 to go, 4th and 4. They're lining up for it. Is this a hard count? Take the snap.
Nope.
4-man rush, pressure up the middle. Baker checks it down. Anzalone adds... Is that a fumble?
It's either a fumble forward and they get it, or I think it's a complete pass and he was just short of the line.
I think they're going to say it's the Lions' ball here. Let's have a look. Orton, knee goes down. Oh my god, that's close.
That's really fucking close. Jesus Christ.
They are calling first down on the field after a fumble, not advance. But if it is a fumble, the ball was definitely past the line to gain. If it is short...
Come on, Dan. Do it. Do it. Do it. Go on, Dan.
Dan's not challenging this.
Come on, Dan.
I don't think Dan's going to challenge this first down.
Do it.
They are being stopped running the play here.
He's got the red flag out.
There you go, challenge. I think it's worth the challenge, but I don't think this is going to overturn just because it is so close that I think you go with a ruling on the field unless you have the electronic help.
Yeah. Well, we're about to see the impact of Dom Mule back on his franchise again because, as we learned at the start of the season, our guy who usually does these kind of things up in the booth went to the Jags. So Dom Muleback is the guy who took over those responsibilities up in the booth for us. I think he just learned from last week with the Chelsea thing.
I think that's short. I think you can see right on the line to gain that his hand is on the line and the ball is behind the hand.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, if you don't get this challenge and you lose a timeout, you're still up 12 points. Who cares? But if you do win this challenge, it's ball games. So I think it's worth a challenge regardless.
Exactly. Even if it's a low probability of overturning the call, it's the chance to
Many thanks to DJ2636 for a $5 super chat. Says he shouldn't have declined the penalty. Would have made it 3rd and 9. I prefer 4th and 4 over 3rd and 9 personally. I don't like giving Baker another 2 chances from that position.
Exactly. Even though that's thing as well.
We shall see what happens here. I think there's enough evidence to overturn this. It's very close.
See, but again, you neglect to remember the most important thing here. It's a review on a Detroit Lions game, therefore it's going to go against us. Yes, that's one of my new running jokes.
How many annoyances do you have on coverage bus today, by the way, on your board behind you?
Just the one.
Oh, you do have one. Sorry, I can't see it from here. It looks like none. God damn it.
It's the fucking pen I've used. It's a shit green pen.
Never mind. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
I've got more. But yeah, it was that one on the kick coverage, which I know there was a holding on, but I'm not counting it. I'm not counting the Tez one because that was more poor tackling for me rather than shit, a cornerback's not followed their guidance and Baker's got an easy 60-yard touchdown.
I'm trying my best not to look at chat because at this point I think the decision's probably come in. If I had to bet, I'm about 55% he's going to be short. That's the look.
Yeah, so for me that's short. But Oh, thank God! I was about to say mine looked like it was frozen, and I was like, shit. If I refresh it and I'd like miss the entire review, then I'm gonna shit bricks. Okay, yeah, don't look at chat. It's come up on my Twitter, so don't look at chat.
So Hussey had said that the complete catch had not been completed, surviving the ground, but now second review. Short. Second review. He got called back by New York, and they got it right. What? What's happening? What is happening? Is Baker coming off? No, it's Detroit ball. Fuck yes, come on.
I'm just checking. Detroit. I'm now checking. Oh, of course it is. I will check, but I'm double checking that Spot of the Ball is reviewable by New York, because I am not having like people saying, "Well,
No. It's not the spot the ball was reviewable. He ruled that it was a fumble because he didn't complete the catch going to the ground, but he made a football move. So New York said your ruling is wrong because he did not complete the catch. Now the review looks at the spot, but that hasn't been determined by New York because they've overturned his ruling, which was something you could review. So this is definitely different to last week.
So his coach's challenge and possession, yeah. Loose ball touching a goal line, boundary line, goal line, or end line to, yeah. The location of the football or player in relation to a line or the pocket area, or player down by contact, yeah. So those three I've just said they're all reviewable by New York under their rule book. Therefore, we're good.
Anyway, here we go.
Have Chiefs fans.
40.5 yard line under centre. Goff toss play to Gibbs, run up the middle. Only a gain of a half yard there, straight into the strength of that defensive line. And called a second and 10.
Straight into Vita Vea.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Is this a timeout for Tampa Bay? Hassan Reddick is down.
Oh shit!
Holding his knee.
Oh, that's bad because obviously Reddick's good. It's also good in a way for me because that means it'll be probably Chris Braswell up next, who you might remember from
Alabama.
Not Alabama, exactly. Alabama. He was the guy that before Gerard Campbell this year, he was the last one I looked at. I was like, he'd be a great seminar scheme. So at least we get to see him. I get to see one of my players I liked in the draft, but obviously not good for Hassan Reddick. You're a good.
I'm not a big fan of Braswell as a Barnes. I think he's a little big for that. Maybe he's not. Actually, he's probably about the same size as Barnes, to be honest.
Braswell. Barnes, off the top of my head, I want to say it's about 245. And Braswell's 250. So Braswell's listed as 255 on our lads. And Barnes is listed on by, I think it is, when it loads, I've got 20 tabs open, so this might be a minute. Barnes listed at 240, so Braswell's 15 pounds heavier.
That feels like a lot when Barnes is probably about peak weight for the position.
I think it's because Barnes is a Sam for us, well, because Braswell's now been a Tampa system for 2 years, he's probably gone through 2 strength and conditioning cycles to get to a 3-4 outside linebacker weight, which is more than a Sam.
Yes, I agree. But I always thought that Braswell was more of a edge outside linebacker rather than a linebacker.
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah. So yeah. That's fair.
I don't think you want Braswell dropping into coverage, particularly even at his Alabama weight.
Yeah. It's not like with Jihad where he's perfect for that type role.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why I'm
But,
pissed
I mean,
the Philadelphia Eagles have got him.
I still think that Jihad should be more of a Micah Parsons-y sort of I want you on the edge and drop into coverage rarely.
Yeah. I think they've got him. I know this is massive excursus when we're playing the Eagles in a couple of weeks anyway, so maybe we should save it for then. But what they can do with Campbell and Bourne in Philadelphia is so good.
It's the Mariners game. What is it?
Yeah,
game 7, 3-1 up against the Blue Jays. Top of the 5th.
Hell yeah! Literally saw that. I was checking that, so because obviously I don't like having those on.
2nd and 10, play action. Goff going to try and beat a man, and he gets sacked for a 1-yard loss.
I stand corrected. It's Anthony Nelson in on the edge for them, not Braswell.
Right, what can the Lions do to get into field goal range here? Really want to give us a chance to make it 15. Need 5 yards, I would say, to have a go. We just don't like giving Bates a try from here. Goff in shotgun, facing pressure. They bail out of it mainly. Goff thrown deep and incomplete for JMO. No, yeah, it was for JMO. 4th and 10, and I would guess we'll punt again. I would like to go for this for Bates. 58-yarder it would be. Oh, they are bringing out Bates. I think the coverage just said we're bringing out Bates. They are bringing Bates out. This... Well, I thought it was the game when they went for the...
This ties his career along again.
Yeah. Come on, Jake. Snaps good, holds good, drifting right, but... Hits it, and it's in! Oh, Bates is thankful, but it's good, and it's a 15-point game. Oh, Baker Mayfield does not like the call of good.
Well, Baker can stop.
Yeah, it was good.
It's good. What the fuck's going on? This game's on drugs anyway. Jesus.
Oh my god! It only just went over 2. Fucking hell! Come on!
Jesus Christ! I have to preface this with something. It's not all on JMO. The JMO Goff connection again today is just not there.
Yeah, I think it's always going to blow a bit of hot and cold, if I'm honest.
Yeah. I just have to preface this because I know there's someone watching who's a massive Jameson Williams fan. I don't want her being annoyed with me. Please. I'm merely making an observation.
$10 minutes, 18 seconds to go. 12 minutes until the other Monday Night Football game as well. Sorry.
Yeah. I say this with a massive caveat that it will probably change tomorrow when they do the review of the grades. Currently, Taylor Decker has a 90 pass blocking grade.
He gave up a sack.
They're crediting that sack to Demo right now.
Seems harsh.
It'll change in review, but right now we've only given up 5 pressures. 2 of them on, I suppose, on Demo. 1 is on Brock Wright, 1 on Mahogany, and 1 on Ratledge. Everyone else is clean in the pass blocking grade, supposedly.
Kickoff happened, was returned fairly well, but also tackled well by the Lions.
I like that. The 2-pack of onions. I like that. That's quite funny.
15-point game, 10 minutes to go. Here comes Baker from the 29. Deeper drop, under pressure, checks it down to Otten, and it's a 13-yard gain for a first down. Lions backing off on defense here.
Yeah. We're doing the soft shell stuff, and I hate it, and I know you hate it too. As a reference with his kick, Bates has now made his third career field goal of 58 plus yards and his second of this season. He's the first kicker in franchise history to make 2 such field goals in a single season.
Incomplete pass there for Baker Mayfield looking down the field. 2nd and 10. Rocky Sin on the bike trying to stretch himself out. It is apparently just cramp.
Been there, buddy, been there.
2nd and 10. 9:42 to go. In shotgun is Baker. All 3 receivers to the left. Blitz, and he just about avoids it. Throw to Otten, and it's a 8-yard completion, 3rd and 2.
Mallett's just grabbing at his hamstring.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
Strickland.
Option A, Hallett into the slot, Strickland at strong safety. Option B, which is the one I'm putting it B because I like it less, Meeks to the inside, and then you put Trey Flowers at outside.
You wouldn't even consider putting Lawrence Strickland in the slot?
No, his skill set for me is not that. Strickland is definitely more of your sort of traditional box safety rather than the branch box safety, if that makes sense. It's all about the Cam Chancellor box safety.
Don't really see what happened to him there. Must have just snapped.
So he was on the inside when they were tackling, and one of the other tacklers kind of just stood on the back of his leg.
Sam Reddick being carted to the side to the locker room as well. Here comes Trey Flowers. 3rd and 2.
Please don't put Trey Flowers in the slot. Please don't. As much as I like him, his skill set is 100% outside only. Dude has as much lateral agility as a wooden plank.
At midfield, 3rd and 2. Hand off to White. Good tackle. He's going to be about a quarter yard shy. Oh no, they're going to give him the first down.
Honestly, don't mind giving him the first down because it just winds down the clock.
9 minutes to go. 48-yard line of Detroit gets the snap now. Baker with a deeper drop looking for a big one, and too much again for Tez Johnson. I tell you what, Baker with that deep pass has been overdoing it all night. 2nd and 10. It's been about 4 or 5 yards every single deeper pass. He's just giving it a bit too much.
Only he was healthy. If only he was healthy.
2nd and 10.
Per Jeremy, we've now done option A, which is what I said, which is Hallett into the slot, Strickland in at strong safety.
Here comes Baker again under pressure, and that's got to be a hold. That's got to be a hold. And a pass breakup. Great pass breakup by Detroit. Thomas Harper. Do you take the flag here for 3rd and... do you decline it for 3rd and 10 or accept it for 2nd and 20? Holding on Graham Button is declined. 3rd down and 10. I would take the hold for 2nd and 20 just because more yards, more clock.
Yes. Thank you.
Although, to be honest, the idea of turning it over also sounds good. And 3rd and 10 is probably more likely to turn the ball over in this situation because he's playing soft shell than 2nd and 20. I'd rather not give him a chance to get easy yards because in 2nd and 20, he'd probably give up more than 10 anyway.
Yeah, especially after what happened to us last week with the Juju 17 yards on.
3rd and 10 then
18.
from the 48. 2 chances for the Bucs to get this 10 yards. Baker takes a snap. Lions bring only 3, but with 2 people covering. What a catch by Tez Johnson. That was at full extension, and they do get the first, get a 15-yard gain. Wow, what a catch.
Marlet's questionable with cramping.
Oh, okay, thank God. Yeah,
we need to get better at our Gatorade mix.
At the 35-yard line of Detroit now, 1st and 10. Baker takes a snap, 3-step drop from shotgun, looks to pump, then checks it down to Rachaad White. Okay little move, but good tackle by Hallett. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Just see this again. Tez Johnson with a nice move to beat Amik. What a catch that is.
Such a good catch, yeah.
Hutch with a very clean win against Worths. Here comes Baker. Under pressure. Gotta get sacked.
Oh my God, Tyrus Wheat did to him.
Oh, I think the Bucs have it.
I think the Bucs have it, but...
Oh, I think the Bucs
Tyrus
have
Wheat did something.
I think the Bucs finally got it. Yeah, the Bucs have it.
Worth's got it, yeah.
Oh man, they're so lucky.
When people are... It's another fucking punch out. But what was I going to say?
Meek just missed it, and then Liam missed it, and Worths should have had it, but didn't get it cleanly. But yeah, the Tyrus Wheat with the forced fumble.
That's what I was about to say. When in Discord, as you know, people in our Discord know, I've been calling for Tyrus Wheat to be one of the roster casualties for people coming back. He's just made a play. Like
whistles.
We are not challenging this. Please don't tell we're challenging this.
He wants to challenge.
Dan Slips to play.
He's challenging the spot.
Oh, that I can accept. I was about to say, don't challenge the. We had it because we clearly did it. But yeah, challenge the spot. I can accept that.
Okay.
While we wait.
So the challenge, Dan Campbell, in the words that you said to the referee, if you lip read, said, "I want to challenge the spot." Oh, how did... Oh, that's not Aleem. That's, that was Tyleek.
Ooh. Nick Whiteside in his relief duties, 82.2 grade, 82.3 coverage grade right now.
Many thanks to TJ2636 for a $5 super chat. Says Dan Campbell is being a bit reckless. I think the wording of the challenge by the referee is odd.
Yeah.
So I think the ball's going to end up around the 30-yard line, which is where I thought they were lining up.
Yeah. So I think what Dan's trying to say is it should be the 30-yard line, but I think they spied it at the 28.
Detroit charged with a timeout for an unsuccessful challenge. There we go.
Unless it's like what we're doing. Unless it's like what we. How could I phrase this? Unless it's like what we were discussing for last week with the Kelsey catch where they hurried up. And so Dan, knowing it's going to be a timeout either way, pretty much, through the challenge flags, like, oh yeah, I want to challenge the spot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Basic. Yeah. I eventually got there.
3rd and 5 from the 30. Lots of motion from Tampa. Asks for it now and gets it. Bringing 4. Big win up front, but Hutch couldn't get there. Incomplete. 4th and 5. Hutchinson was so close to getting the sack.
Honestly, it might have been another sack fumble because that's what he's been doing with his sack fumbles, as we'll see here, hopefully, is he
That
kind of overshoots the sack, but he has his arm to then go for the ball.
the thing is,
Yeah.
he's held by Heck to stop him getting there. That's not a block. 4th and 5, 7:12 to go, 15-point game. Big play.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes Baker again, 4th and 5. What's he going to do? He's going to throw for the first down. 2K'd on. One of the things I was going to say about On before this game started, we talked about him. You said, he's a kind of league average, solid tight end. The thing about Otten is on a down-to-down basis, he's not fantastic, but he's fantastic on third down, and I only anecdotally say that, but he's very good when it really matters. Mayfield checks this down on 1st and 10, gain of 3 to Sterling Shepard, 2nd and 7. They're going to say gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, you're completely right. So when I say like league average tight end, it means that obviously you have the upper echelon of tight ends that week in, week out, you can consistently count on. Then there's this weird cluster that's like every week, 4 or 5 out of those 15 will have good games, and everyone else will do fuck all. This is just a week where K. Dotton's is one of those 5 tight ends that's just having a good game. Nothing wrong with that. And that's what this offense needs. They just need that consistent third down possession receiver and over the middle.
Tez Johnson free in the end zone, overthrown by Baker Mayfield. 3rd and 8, 6:07 to go, and Baker will want that one back.
Doesn't count as a coverage plus because the safety was there. I don't think, unless I watch this back and I'm like, shit, okay, that's the coverage plus.
I am surprised the Lions don't get called for a flag there because there's big contact in the middle with Sterling Shepard and 27. 27 of the Lions, of course, I knew is Arthur Millette is back out there.
He's back out, yeah.
3rd and 8. Still plenty of time in this game. Baker. 2-step drop. Shepard. Hacked down.
What a tackle.
Eric Hallett. Gain of 3. 4th down and 5 again.
Eric took the mallet to his legs.
Mallet Hallett.
Mm-hmm.
Really triggered very well on that. Perfect play. Right, let's see it then. 4th and 5, Baker. You got to do it twice. Break the huddle with 13 seconds to go. Gonna have to rush this a little bit. Come on, Lions D. Oh, you've lined up offside. Okay, they've come back. Take the snap. Gonna throw on a timing route, and that's a flag. That's a hold. Hold by Arthur Millette.
The fact he was dancing.
Oh, it's called pass interference.
Not again.
I think it was before the ball was thrown, if I'm honest, but who cares at this stage? I think it was... The contact continued after 1 yard, but the initial contact was press man for 1 yard, but it is interference for sure. So, the game continues. 5:20.
I don't hate it because the penalty stops the clock, but it's winding down the clock. It's less and less time they have to respond to whatever happens on the next drive.
5:20 to go. Baker takes a snap, looking for the left-hand side. Pressure being pushed into the quarterback. He manages to get out of it and sidearms it, but it's only a gain of 1.5, 2.
Jeez.
2nd and
Poor
8.
Hutch, man. That was his chance. He was lined up on the tight end.
No, it's on Charlie Heck. But still pushed Heck into Mayfield, but couldn't finish it off. I tell you what, if they score a touchdown here, Lions don't get a couple of first downs. The only thing is, because they're 15 down, they'll go for 2, and if they don't get the 2, then they'll be out of it. That'll be 3 possessions. So 2nd and 8, snap taken, Baker looking end zone, throwing it. Oh, what a passive pass!
What a PPU by Whiteside.
Underthrown by Baker to say that, but Whiteside with his 2nd PBU. I see you, Nick Whiteside. He's really backing up how much I liked him in the preseason. 3rd and 8. Lions are doing plenty to kill clock on this drive. It's what a really, really long drive. 3rd and 8. Troy Aikman just had one of the best defensive efforts I've ever seen by Detroit in this game. Ridiculous. Baker, plenty of time this time protected, and incomplete contact on the sideline. Rashad White versus Jack Campbell, but no flag. And it is 4th and 8. Now, Baker, it's not 4th and 5 anymore. You're probably going to throw end zone, so this is it. This is it right here.
The Bucs are doing what we did last year.
Come on. Come on. 4th and 8. 10 seconds to get this play off. Breaking the huddle late. Mayfield's having to redirect traffic with not much time to go. They want to keep their timeouts in their back pocket. Mayfield, 1 second to get this off. He hasn't got it off. He hasn't got it off. They're allowing it to go. He didn't get the play off. Throwing towards the end zone. Incomplete.
Whiteside again.
I tell you what, that play should never have happened.
Yeah.
Turnover on downs. Lions take over. Up 15 with 4:24 to go. What a defensive stand. Perfect defensive stand. Time taken off the clock. Turnover on downs. One of the best defensive performances Troy Aikman's ever seen. Me too.
I was going to say.
Nick Whiteside with a 3rd PPU, sorry.
Yeah. The backup DBs have come to play today. Number 2. This is why we've kept Monty fresh. This is his kind of drive now. Just hammer through the defense. Even if we get a couple of first downs, just get another couple of minutes off the clock.
Monty runs up the middle. Gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Timeout. Oh, Decker's shoulder's hurting there. Oh my God. Checking in with the Mariners, 3-1.
Yeah.
Bottom of the 6th.
Thank you.
So the Blue Jays are currently batting. Mariners on the brink. I would pull Decker. I know we haven't got the game won, but if he's hurting that much, get him out of there.
Yeah, just run it. Or even better, still have Skip out there and throw Buchanan and Proctor screen to him.
Right. I formation, 2nd and 9. And handoff again to Monty and tackle for a gain of 2, 3rd and 7. Tampa Bay take their 2nd timeout.
So we'll have to update it.
Third and 7, 4:14 to go. 1 timeout for Tampa Bay. I don't think you risk us here with it being a 2-score game. Just run this again and make them burn that timeout. I think, but it looks like we're throwing it.
Screen.
Pressure coming. It is a screen to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and they were ready for it. Loss of 2 on the play. 4th down and 9. Timeout.
I was about to ask though, obviously it happened. I was about to say, even if it is like this, we go 3 and out, but we've made the Bucs burn all their timeouts. Is that a relative win of the drive?
Nah. K. Dotton is again leading the team in receiving now for Tampa Bay. Right, here comes the punt for the Lions.
Come on, smash that thing like Matty Cash.
That looked like a good kick by Fox, and it is all the way back at the 23, and good block by them. Oh, wow, almost a clothesline by Trevor Nowaski. So, a long way for Tampa Bay to go once again. Just don't get beat deep quickly. That's all you need to do.
50,
Make it slow.
67 yards.
All I can say to Tampa Bay is Desposito. Starting at the 28, 29, 72 odd yards, is it? I don't know.
I have it at a 33.
Okay, fine. They're just a long way back from the...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, 33. Here we go for Baker. Lions showing blitz. Bring 4, but from different places. Well disguised. And a throw. Good throw to Ibuka. And down to the 37 or 32. Couldn't tell. Really nice play to start things off. Baker getting flushed by Jack Campbell at the 37. Detroit struggling to line up here. 3:30 to go. Baker takes the snap. 2, 3, 4-step drop. Looking for it all. And then checks it down. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
My head is itchy.
Baker.
Okay, that's what I meant earlier when I said they're doing us last year. Baker should not be throwing the ball nearly 50 times.
It will be 50 by the time the game's over, unless he throws a pick now.
Sorry.
2nd and 10. 3:24. 15-point game. If we can hold them to under 10 points and an offense of this explosive, that's outrageously good. Baker from shotgun. 4-step drop. Under pressure. Sacked!
Jesus Christ, Tyrus Wheat.
2nd sack for Tyrus Wheat. Over the game, he had the strip sack, and now he has an actual sack. Loss of 11. It's 3rd and 21.
What the hell?
He just had his first sack as a Lion. Oh, that's a tripping. They missed the trip. That could have been a 15-yard penalty. Instead, it's an 11-yard sack. 26-yard miss for the referees. 3rd and 21. Need to get the playoff. They do get the playoff. Baker with a deep drop here. Under pressure again, getting hit. And incomplete. 4th and 21. DJ Reader with the massive hit. God, the offensive line folded here.
Brad and Dan are going to have some difficult decisions over the bye.
Yeah, they are.
Because Brant, you've got to make a roster spot tomorrow because Brant should be off his suspension, so you need a roster spot for him. Who else would be eligible? Davenport might be able to come back.
There might be some players going on IR tomorrow, to be honest. Here's the final play then, maybe 4th and 21. Throws deep and complete, but only for a gain of about 13 yards to Miller. That is it. So Lions need 1 first down, and otherwise they're at kneel down, so only need to kill 26 seconds. Baker Mayfield having a go at the referees there.
Probably for the mistripping, but I don't care. JK, actually, no.
Oh, this feels fortunate. Our offense has been subpar. I think that in the end, we'll look at 4 plays to Jahmyr Gibbs as the difference in this game. Amon-Ra 6 of 10 for 86 and a touchdown, but to be honest, it's secondary to what Gibbs did.
Yeah,
Gibbs has 222 yards of our 401. Goff hands it off to David Montgomery. Run up the middle for no gain. 2nd and 10. That'll be the 2-minute warning.
Need a 2-minute. We just need a first down now, don't we?
Yeah, 1 first down will do it.
Sick. Anyway, right. So since defense is probably not coming back up, away from it.
Well, I think our defense probably will come back out because, to be honest, I can't see us getting a first down. What's up?
I'll just refresh because I want to look. Tyrus Sweet right now, if the game ended right now, Tyrus Sweet would end with a PFF grade of 97.1.
He's had 2 sacks.
Yeah, four snaps.
Nice. I will say, by the way, them saying that was his first career sack with the Lions is unfair, given that if they're not going to give him a sack on the fumble he forced on the quarterback, that's really unfair. Just because he didn't touch the quarterback at all.
PFF credited that sack to AQ. Yeah,
but he wasn't the one who punched the ball out.
I think it's because he got the initial contact, and then.
But that's silly.
I know it's silly. That's what they're currently doing.
I do not agree with you, sir.
I'm just reporting what PFF is saying.
I don't care. You are the PFF spokesperson at this point.
True. They are currently credited us with 26 pressures on Baker.
On 50 dropbacks.
Yeah.
52% pressure rate.
Yeah. While actually look at it this way, while Goff is supposed to be pressured on 35% of his dropbacks, which ain't perfect, but
Irish Incarnate says, is DC calling the conservative run game strategy? I would say no. This reeks of John Morton.
It reeks of John Morton, but also it's what the game script demands right now. In a way,
I agree. I agree.
It's like with that last one. That's why I said it after the fact, kind of. But it was in my head. Is that last page, that last drive? When it looks ultra conservative, you're like, what the hell? We lost technically on that drive. We probably lost a yard overall because it drained all 3 of their timeouts. It's a net win because it's the game script. You're then making it harder for them to come back. They suddenly have to get out of bounds, and that you can play the sort of umbrella coverages where you defend the sidelines. They have to use up the clock. It seems very conservative, but it's the right time to be conservative because you're giving yourself the best chance to win rather than, let's see a chance to throw a 40-yard bomb to JMO to see if we can get that connection going again, and suddenly it's picked off and they pick 6 it or it allows them to get back in. So it seems very conservative, but it is what it is now. And it also means that now, because let's say we know this is pretty much wrapped up, the best team in the NFL
the middle
by record,
and another 2 yards for David Montgomery, 3rd and 8, and the clock will run.
And this means that the best team in the NFL by record is the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah. And the Packers are still in the lead in the NFC North as well, unfortunately, aren't they? Sorry, say it. You continue.
Yeah. And also, this was also part of the Colts have the best offense by a load of metrics since the 2022 Chiefs.
They've paid a easy schedule, though. 3rd and 7, jumbo set on the field. Goff running it all the way down. Lots of motion, handoff, run up the middle. Montgomery gets himself a yard. And it's 4th down and 6. And the punt is going to happen with about 28 seconds to go. Seattle in the red zone against Houston, and the Mariners in the top of the 7th, up 3-1 still. They've got to get 3 more innings while only conceding a run, and they will be in the World Series.
Hell yeah.
Attila the Hun's still laying the blame at our feet for the loss against Kansas City because we didn't do exactly what we're doing right now, calling the game. J. Essexon says, yes, run the Gamecast even if you're sleeping. We weren't sleeping. We were watching it in a sports bar doing a Lions meetup. We had a friend over from Texas. We had a friend of the show come over from Kent. It was small, but a nice affair. I enjoyed it. 18 seconds to go.
Except for you having to hold me back at points from nearly scrapping.
Yeah, why? Why though, man? Timeout for the Lions. They're second with 19 seconds to go. Just punt this out of bounds. Don't allow a return.
Yeah.
Attila the Hunters could have done it live. Wouldn't have been allowed because streaming was happening at the Hippodrome Casino. They probably would prevent you from doing that, unfortunately. It's not a typical sports bar. They had a stream going on, I think, on YouTube, probably. I haven't actually found what it was, but... Here comes the punt. 4 sacks, 12 PBUs, 2 takeaways for the Lions defense. And here comes the punt by Fox and caught at the 20-yard line. Fair catch, 13 seconds to go. Frankly, take a knee here. You're 15 down.
I think they will. And I think I know who's going to take the knee. Yeah. It's the end of the game. I can spoil it.
Yeah,
Teddy
it
Two
is.
Gloves is taking the knee. Teddy Two Gloves. Hello. Celebrate.
All right, that is the final. So let's bring up the stats at the end of the game. That is actually not the score. 24-9. It finished. The Lions with Jared Goff, 20 of 29, 241, a touchdown and a pick. It also had a fumble. Jahmyr Gibbs was 17 for 136 and 2 on the ground, along with 78, and 3 of 3 for 82 through the air, led by Amon-Ra St. Brown in the air, 6 of 10 for 86 and a touchdown. Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield, 28 of 50, 228, a touchdown and a pick. Rachaad White, 10 carries for 38 yards, and Cade Otton led the team in receiving 7 of 9 for 65, but the touchdown was scored by Tez Johnson, 4 of 9 for 58 and a touchdown. Tampa fumbled it actually twice, losing it once. Sterling Shepard, and then Baker Mayfield had a strip sack recovered by Tristan Wirfs. Goff also fumbled, as I mentioned. That was recovered by Elijah Roberts, and then Aiden Hutchinson also had a fumble recovery, apparently, according to that. I don't remember that, but hey. Detroit on defense, led by Eric Hallett with 8 tackles, and Jack Campbell as well had 8 tackles. There was 4 sacks for the Lions, 1 by Jack Campbell, 1 by Derek Barnes, 1.5 by Tyrus Sweet, and half by Al-Qadim Mohammed. And then in terms of TFLs, that tracked with the sacks, apart from an extra one for Jack Campbell. For Tampa Bay, 13 tackles for Tyke Smith, 12 for Zavossier Dennis, 4 sacks, 1 by Smith, 1 by Dennis, 1 by Nelson, 1 by Diaby, and 3 more TFLs, 1 by Smith, 1 by Levante David, 1 by Yaya Diaby, 1 by Vita Vea. The interceptions, Jamel Dean, after an awful pass by Jared Goff, he was potentially hit while he was throwing that, so kind of underpowered it. And then Arthur Millett ripping the ball away from Cade Otton on a throw. Otherwise, kick returns were good by both teams, Cameron Johnson and Jacob Saylors. Kicking-wise, McLaughlin only had 1 field goal, no extra points. They went for 2 and did not get it. And then Jake Bates did miss a long field goal, but otherwise got a 58-yarder and 3 for 3 on extra points. Good day by both the punters. Riley Dixon, 6 for 263, including 4 in the 20. And Jack Fox, 5 for 256, including a long of 66. Ash, not the most satisfying game in the world from an offensive point of view. The Lions only get 24 points. A game really with kind of chunk plays and not a lot else for them. They struggled to move the ball all day, and yet the defense controlled the game, only conceded 9 points against their 5-win team and one of the most explosive offenses in the league. All in all, pretty pleasing.
Yeah, 100% no. Aiden will be upset that you don't remember his fumble recovery on the Amik Robertson forced fumble.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah, like, honestly, going into this game and you look at pretty much all the predictions, and most people had it as a shootout, and they'd be right to think that 2 explosive offenses going against each other. They've got a good defense. We've got banged up secondary and all this. It was a defensive slog for the ages. Honestly, like, yeah, we've got most of our stuff through explosive plays, which actually we haven't really got too much of this season. So it was nice to see a couple of them, but not when they weren't paired with good offense otherwise. Their defense is just really good. It was either, as I said, the 1-2 yard ones, or it was a big break. Fair play to Todd Bowles and all that for calling that great defense. And then, but honestly, I know Gibbs will get the one for the offensive side of the ball, but Shep, honestly, I think this game cemented him being an upgrade on Aaron Glenn, because I don't think Glenn could have done what Shep did today.
I tell you what, we had similar defensive personnel to the game against Kansas City where we went zone heavy. This game we went man heavy and it worked massively. We trusted our depleted secondary to make plays, and by God did they make them.
Yeah, and we trusted the pass rush to get home. Admittedly, yeah, we did some of the simulated pressures and that, but we did the same against Kansas City. Who cares exactly? We oh shit.
But just to say, by the way, just to get this in, many thanks to Attila the Hun for a $2 super chat. Says I will be happy for the next 13 days. Lines 5 and 2. Sorry, Ash.
The Bucs are concerned that Mike Evans suffered a broken collarbone in the game, and if that is true, he's expected to miss most of, if not all, the remainder of the season.
Yeah, when he went down like that, I did say it did seem counter to how the play developed. So if that happened, that makes a lot of sense. That would be a real shame.
Yeah, because honestly, I know obviously you have like Calvin and Julio. He has been one of the best receivers over the past 10 years. And for his streak to be broken like that, just a random play, sucks.
It does.
That's the best. Well, obviously, to put a positive spin on things, though, we're 5 and 2 going into the bye, and when we come out of it, we'll have some of the defensive starters back. Davenport might be back, Terrian might be back, Kirby might be back, Branch will be back. If the front seven can keep up this kind of performance with a couple minutes, like what was I saying throughout the game? If Kirby was back there for some of those errant throws deep from Baker Mayfield, we would have had a load more picks.
Yeah, Baker was off it tonight. At no point did he look like he was in control of the game for him. And, you know, we were struggling for control of the game on offense ourselves, but we had one side of the ball that was dominant, and that was enough today. The thing is, when the one side of the ball you have which is dominant is the defense, and they can't move the ball, you look at someone like the Browns, they're a threat to win every single game they play just because they can be so suffocating. And when the Lions play like that, when Whiteside plays like that, when Rock Ya-Sin plays like that, when Mollett plays like that, you know, you've got a chance every single week. So really, really impressive stuff by the Lions. Impressive stuff for the rest of the season, because you have a look at that defense and you think, God, we could really struggle with this. But when you play like that against an offense like that, really,
if we get down to December time and let's say, I don't know, there's something really wrong with Kirby's knee and we just have to shut him down for the season. We know we've got that depth. We can trust Thomas Harper to come in. He won't be Kirby for sure, but he'll be a 6 out of 10 on the back end. And sometimes that's all, as we've seen today, that's all you need to win some of these games. Hell, the defense, like Tyrus Wheat, who would have predicted that? The breakout of Tyrus Wheat.
Right. We are going to be back tomorrow night for a recap show. It'll be 2:30 Eastern time, probably, so we'll see you guys for that. College show will follow on Wednesday. No Thursday show. There's no game to preview. We'll be back after that on the main podcast on Monday for a review of the season so far. Thanks to everyone on the chat. You've been absolutely terrific, as always. We'll see you tomorrow for a recap. Thanks to Ash for doing this for me. We'll see you tomorrow. Lions are 5 and 2 at the bye, and almost number 1 in the NFC, but not quite. Let's go, Lions. One pride.
One pride.